GM, everybody, and welcome to Buying Blitz number 3. It's Thursday, and it means it's time for us to go shopping on Vitruveo and collect some art. So last week and the week before, I had my good friends Mike and Pam to help me, but I decided to mix things up now today, and I have two special guests here today to join me and help me with this Blitz. So just for those of you who are joining us for the first time, this is the Blitz is all about taking curations created by the community and just buying those artworks based upon selections made by special guests. So I'd like to start with our special guests here. Let's bring them on and chat with them for a bit. So first of all, we have Anastasia.
Hi
Hi,
everyone.
Anastasia. How are you?
Hello, dear Nick. I'm doing really awesome, and I'm really excited, and I'm really nervous for that.
Don't be
Um,
nervous. It's all cool. We're all friends here. It's all friends. So,
and thank you so much for inviting me for this. I was so excited for that, and it's really happy for me to do this thing, and I'm just really thankful for you for this opportunity, and I'm just so happy to be here, and to choose artwork too. So it was really a pleasure to be picked by you. Thank you so much.
That's great. All right. And our second guest is Johnny. Hello, Johnny. Here's Johnny.
Hi guys, how are you guys doing? So I'm Johnny Boy. I'm a political artist from Canada and a graphic designer. I studied illustration. Nick contacted me a few days ago, and I'm super excited. Went through all the curations, and I can't believe it's kind of like a dream job. I'm spending somebody else's money,
Yes.
so I'm
Yeah.
really excited.
All right. So, welcome, both of you. I really appreciate you taking the time to help out the community and help me in particular. So, why don't we start with you, Anastasia? First of all, don't be nervous. It's pretty chill. We are all friends here. Just it's just like a space, except your face is visible. That's it. So, why don't you tell us a little bit? Like you're a teen, and what you've done is just mind blowing. So, I want to know a little bit more about you and tell our audience more about yourself.
So thank you so much. Yes, I'm 14. I'll be turning 15 in September. So living my life at 14 right now, and so I've been into the NFT space for already 2 years, and it was a really huge part of my life. So I met so many friends up there, like unique. So it was really awesome, and I really love to create art. So basically, that's why I'm here in the NFT space, and because of course of the amazing community and amazing people there, and of course art. So I've been there for 2 years, and I've been creating my artworks. And I started with my dogs because I really love dogs, Sophie dogs. So I really want to have a dog, but I can't right now. So this is how it started with the NFT, and then I continued to grow in art and in NFT too. So I started to create more of like um, more more pieces, more artworks, and more people. I love to draw girls. I love to draw people. So that's what I'm interested right now. And I'm really passionate in art, and I was also selected to a lot of exhibitions, and I'm just so proud of it. So thank you so much, and I'm really really happy to be here with you too. So thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Your art is amazing. I really and I see that you have got three pieces here on Vitruveo. That's pretty cool. Now, I scheduled this session a bit early because it's going to be pretty late for you, and I know it's a school night. I want to be respectful of that. So, do you,
Thank you
you,
so
you
much.
what part of the world are you in? If you don't mind sharing
Um,
that. If you do,
yes,
then please, it's fine.
yes, of course. So I'm in Vietnam right now.
All right.
And yes, I've traveled a lot, and we have stayed in 5 countries for a longer time that you travel like for the vacation. and because of this moving, it's been a little bit harder. But yes, and I go to online school, so that's also an interesting fact. And yes, thank you so much for scheduling this a little bit earlier. I don't really sleep, but the fact that my brain is is be like stop braining a little bit later, so it's really important to schedule this a little bit earlier. So thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Anastasia, you are a teen in this space, and there are quite a few other teens that I regularly am amazed by their work. And so one of the things we want to do with Vitruveo is have teen-specific events, etc. Because you're the future. You're the future of art, and we want to promote you. We want to help you, and we want to do everything possible to support you. So I'm excited for what you're doing. I have listened in and participated in some of the spaces you host, and boy, you are just amazing. You have such poise and such confidence. Kudos to you. And
Thank
I
you.
think you have great family support also. So I appreciate your family also. All right, we'll come back and ask you some more questions. But now let's move over to Johnny. Johnny, so tell us a little bit about your background, please.
Well, basically, I studied illustration in Montreal in college. And then I kind of tried to do a bit of freelancing for a while, but I ended up taking up an art direction position for like a product design company. So it's basically a company that imports giftware. We design like all these decorative items for the house. It could be wall art, it could be frames, vases, like any object basically we can put imagery on. And we're like in a French part of Canada, so a lot of the stuff you import from Asia is often in English. So I end up translating. I'm actually French Canadian, so my first language is French.
Mhm.
So yeah, so that's what I do during the day, and at night I kind of moonlight as an NFT artist. So I got into the space at the tail end of the bull run, so I guess like end of 2021, when everything was still kind of like on fire. But then the ship was we'd already hit the iceberg. I got in, and some people were still playing the fiddle as the ship went down. So I got in at the tail end. So I got to feel a bit like what that rush was, like that little gold rush feeling. And then, well, I kind of adapted. I've been basically in the space since that time, and I like mainly do political art. So it's not the most, like we've talked about this before. It's not the most most popular subject matter within NFTs. But there are quite a few artists. They don't get the exposure that they need. Like I'll think of some names as we go. But yeah, so I comment on a lot of world politics. So I inundate myself with news, absorb a lot. I watch 2-3 different news channels, like legacy news, even though, it's not popular anymore. But then I also try to catch some grassroots stuff and hear stuff like through online, through friends. That's another thing. That's another way of collecting news now. I have a lot of friends on Twitter that report stuff from war areas, whatever. So I get the grassroots version. I get the legacy version. I kind of try to triangulate it. And I don't have to be completely factual because it is art after all. So I do my interpretations off of that. And I hit like really hard subjects. Like this is a piece that he's showing right now, Nick, that he collected. I was super excited about it. That talks about the situation in the Middle East. And yeah, like I try to bring another perspective to current issues. They're not always easy. People don't always agree with me, but it's something that I think it's important. And I don't do it for the money because it's hard to sell political art. Yeah. It's harder to sell it in the NFT space. It seems to be really popular in the traditional art space and really revered. And within the NFT space, I feel like it's something that has to grow in the future. So I'm pushing in that direction. So
yeah, that's great, Johnny. So one of the reasons I respect you tremendously and your art tremendously is because I always believe that as a society we are going to move forward when we speak truth to power, and artists have always spoken truth to power. And I challenge every artist there to go beyond the commercial work. I mean, everyone, if you go through any NFT gallery or any gallery these days, you'll see that most of the art seems, looks, and feels the same. I challenge artists to push the envelope, look at society issues, and reflect them. I really loved it when there was the uprising in Iran, and a lot of artists came up with really amazing artworks that spoke very eloquently about the political situation, about the human situation. And I feel we need more of that. So, Johnny, any political art you create, I'm going to be a collector on Vitruveo. Done. Because I respect that. There are certain genres that I'm just drawn to, like a magnet, which is political art, pop culture art. I love pop culture and any art related to that, and anything that is either self-deprecating or actually making fun of, especially people in power.
Yeah.
Because I think especially people that are bad that are in power, because satire is the ultimate weapon for people like that. And I feel more artists these days need to not focus so much on, hey, selling, and focus more on messaging, because that's how the world is going to change. So I respect your art tremendously. Thank you for that effort. And also, we probably need to rope you in on a conversation with Mike, because first of all, he's also a Canadian, and second, we are now starting to explore the print license that we've created for art and being able to print. So I'm sure you have a wealth of expertise you can help us with there. All right, so that's that. What I'd like to do now is. Usually I do my presentation for artists about our messaging and etc. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in breaks. I'm going to do 2 or 3 slides, then we'll buy some art, then we'll do 2 or 3 slides and buy some art again. So let's get that going. I want to start by introducing especially people who have not been here on this Blitz before, to learn a little bit more about Vitruveo, what we are doing, why we are doing, how we're doing it, etc. So let's start off with the most important thing, and I have made it publicly known, and it's a little bit in jest. But Vitruveo is not a marketplace, and if you refer to a marketplace in a post or whatever, I will unfollow you. I'm just kidding. I will not actually do that. But I just want to emphasize we are not a marketplace. All right. So Vitruveo is a blockchain. We are a tier, like what we call is an L1 blockchain, similar to Ethereum or Solana, etc. So it's a full-fledged blockchain. The unique and interesting difference is that we are a blockchain for creators. We built it solely for creators, and that's the most important thing about it. So our mission is sustainable income for all creators. That's where we are going. But you need to think about this as a journey. It's going to take some time to build out everything, to get the vision to be true. It's not a light switch. We can't snap our fingers and say, okay, now all there's sustainable income for all creators. Everyone knows this is a very difficult challenge, but we are up for it. We're going to take it. All right. My next one. This is very important. Vitruveo is not owned by anybody. There is no company. There is no big investor, etc. We are just owned by the community. So we have thousands of crypto investors who are part of our community. We have thousands of creators, etc. And the blockchain is owned by them. So this is an important point, because if you look at other blockchains, artists don't have a seat at the table. You are not part of the decision-making process of features and things like that. But with Vitruveo, you are. We listen to you, and that's what we implement. We do everything for creators. All right. With that out of the way, let's. I'll take a pause. I'll come back to the slides as I said later. So Anastasia, Johnny, are you guys ready? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
First,
So what I did in a post is I requested people to curate artworks using our cool curate stack feature. So they are basically creating stacks. Stacks are collections of artworks, and they are designed for marketability. We are going to help artists market and discover their artworks. We don't want artists to do marketing. We do the marketing, but we are early days right now. So it's kind of just a little bit of fun testing out features, etc. So what I did was ask people to curate stacks, and then I had them submit a Google form with their stacks. And the past couple weeks, we had Pam and Mike help me. So Pam was all the yellow ones that she selected. Mike was the purple ones. I haven't gotten through all of them yet. And remind me, what are your colors? Anastasia, what's your color?
I'm blue.
You're blue. All right. And Johnny,
I'm
you're
green. I'm green.
green. All right. So why don't we start with you, Anastasia? Why don't you pick a row for me to go forth with, and let's see how we can do this.
Of course. So let's go with the fifth row first.
Which one?
The fifth one. This one, the blue one.
The 50. Okay. Yeah. All right. Here we go. All right. So what we'll do is for the first one at least, I'll give you some time to like kind of chat about it. But then the blitz begins, and then I just go bye bye. And while I'm doing that, you can talk about the artworks, etc. Right? Don't wait for me to ask. Just go. It's just a conversation we are having. So this is a beautiful curation here. I see that some of them are already sold. That's fine. That just means that you had good choices here. But let's talk about them.
Yeah, I chose this curation because there is first of all there is many all the artworks so beautiful, and I love beautiful art so much. So I was excited to choose what I like, And second, there is one of my favorite artists, There is Fabidel. Unfortunately, her artwork is sold, So that's
This one.
yes, the Fabidel.
Wow, let's look at it anyway. I think it's great to highlight artists anyway. Yeah, wow, I like this. This is great.
Yeah, she's a very great artist, and I really love her art. She does animation and watercolor art. So I really love her, all the art. So yes. Also there is Victoria. She's almost my age. She's 15, so we're the same age, and I love to support people my age, and I think her art is really creative. I love her art. So also because of that, I chose this, and there's also other artists that I really love. So
All
yes,
right,
but I love art. There's so much. Just really look at this. Look at the Favidel's piece, at the Mars's piece, at the Victoria's piece. So it's so beautiful. There's also Kaiden, Marzi, Gilda. So yes.
nice, nice. All right, let the blitz begin. Here we go, guys. Let's see if we can make this all work beautifully and seamlessly. Here we go. There's that one there, and there's that one. Nice, good choices.
Thank you.
The blitz has begun, and Johnny, I hope you're ready with the role you're gonna have.
I am.
All
I'm
right,
like
all right. We'll
I'm
get
working in
going
the
here.
background.
All right, cool.
Well,
All right.
Anastasia, how are you? You're 15 or 14?
I'm 14 yet.
How are you 14? Nick, are you puzzled by that too?
It's totally amazing. I'm in awe
Yeah.
by all these teens that are in the space here right now. It's just amazing.
Thank
Like
you.
when I was 14, I was definitely not on a world
No,
live stream or whatever.
I was not doing this,
Yeah.
I can assure you.
Thank you so much. You're so great for doing this. Nick, for doing this project. It's really awesome because it really helps artists. And it's designed for artists. So it's just really amazing what you're doing. And Johnny, I really loved your artwork that Nick showed,
Thank
and
you.
I really also love when artists raise the question that's important for them, for the people, So a main idea of it. I really love this. So, and
Thank
the
you.
artwork is so beautiful.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So Anastasia, Pam has a question for you. I wonder if Anastasia could tell us about a teacher who inspired her.
A teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, an art teacher or just any teacher?
I think she'd be fine with any teacher.
Oh, um,
Maybe you think about it a little bit and answer that question a little
oh
bit. All right.
goodness, thank you.
So, meanwhile, I want to showcase that I have collected those artworks that all worked quite well, and we are 100% done on this curation. So, yeah, all the red dots here. So, for those of you who might not know, the red dot in real life exhibitions in galleries is a sticker that people put on an artwork when it has either been sold or has been accepted for sale. Someone has said committed. Yes, I'm gonna do this. So we decided to bring that to Vitruveo. So the red dot is an important thing. It represents that artwork has been sold. And Southern Fried brings it here with the news that when she was 14, she kissed my first boy. That's great. Wow. All right. This is great. Thank you, Anastasia. So work on your next one. We'll get to it in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Johnny's curation. What I've been doing is I've been putting I've been highlighting these so that I don't double kind of try them. And I've been doing this hot pink shade here. All right, Johnny, let's go. Which one do you feel we should go with?
Go to line 71. It should be Ayaz Yildiz.
All
Probably
right, there
butchering
you
the
go.
name.
Yep.
By the way, I tried to look at these curations as blind as possible. Like I didn't look because I know so many people in the community, right? I didn't want to favor anyone, but yeah, a lot of my friends popped up in these.
Damn, these are great.
Beautiful creation. I love it.
Yeah, so basically, what I really liked about this is that regardless, there's a lot of different styles here, mediums, but like he managed to really find some graphical, bold things with like really strong contrasts. And like every piece is basically like whether you're close to it or far away, you can capture the main gist of it right away. So I thought, and the colors really stick out to me. So the person who curated this had a strong eye. So I thought it was a good collection, regardless of all the genres that are mixed in here.
Yeah, I agree. I really like these. And let the Blitz continue. Here we go. By the way, a shout out and thank you to other members of the Vitruveo community who I know are doing buying concurrently with me. So I know at least a couple who are doing it. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Uh, we are very excited to support all the artists getting on board here. All right, to continue. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, crazy contrast, good focal point. I really like you can't help but look at those people, like your eyes drawn right down that railing.
Yeah.
I love stuff that kind of muscles you to look at what they want you to look at.
Yeah,
I like to get my own interpretation, but every once in a while I like it when they coerce me, you know?
Yep. So here's Cetich, and I know they are buying art also. So thank you so much for that. Appreciate that very much. All right, let's continue. Let's see. We got this is wow. This is amazing.
Too, yes. I really love the color palette.
You too, right? Yeah, the colors are really cool. That little yellow on the actual little piece of furniture that pops out. Yeah. I really like it.
And it's so creative. I just noticed it the woman right now, and wow, it's so creative. I love it so much.
Yeah. Now Atiko is an artist from Argentina. This is great. I I love this color so much that and I'm trying to figure out how this was set up, like the model with the face covered and all of that. That's so cool. And the heels, oh my gosh, this insane.
Yeah,
wow.
A lot of work was put into this one for the setup.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm very proud and humbled to have this in my collection. I love it. Another one from Daniel. Nice. This is in Bogota, street art in Bogota, and Daniel is an artist from Colombia. Wonderful. I love the global perspective we've got going on here. This is this is great. This one we need to blow it up a bit. So let's do that. It's worth taking a closer look at it. Wow, that's I wonder who did the mural.
Yeah, there. It's a good question.
Yeah, it's very meta, right? It's art with an art with an art. So exactly. it's great. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this. Nice. All right, that we'll work on that. Oh, it looks like the others are already collected. Actually, this one I collected already. So Victor's work. So that means we have similar tastes. So this is good. Oh wait, did I miss one? Yeah, I missed this one. Oh, sorry. Better get that. Yeah. Wow. Looks like let's check on the others. That was done. I love the confetti. All right, that was done.
I feel like I'm spending a lot of money, but I don't have the anxiety I usually have.
Yes. So I have committed to basically buying $700,000 worth of art by the end of the year. And so instead of doing it daily or whatever, I like to do it like this because it's more fun. I can get artists on here, talk about your art a little bit, and really, I don't. I'm not a connoisseur of art. I don't understand very well. So, A, having all the artists curate the work, and then B, having artists select from those curations is making my life easy. I end up having a
But
wonderful collection.
but you are an
And
aficionado, though. At one point, I mean, I don't think you give yourself credit. You've absorbed so many. You go to museums regularly with your daughters, stuff like that.
Yeah,
At one
yeah.
point, you must have developed a kind of eye and aesthetic that's all your own.
probably, but never as good as you guys. And so maybe I'm a wannabe. I'm a art connoisseur wannabe. So I wear art T-shirts all the time. Hopefully that'll like inspire me and rub off on me. But you know what? I spent enough time with artists every single day, where at some point I might really get good at this stuff. All right, Anastasia. Wait. I'm sorry. Let's go back to a few slides. As I said, we'll interject with some slides also. So let's do that. So we were talking about Vitruveo's community ownership. Now let's talk a little bit about the team size. So this is a very big project. I mean, oh wow! Wait, we got to take a pause here and look at doggies. Hey, I wish my doggies weren't camera shy. I would bring them here.
Sorry, this is like a rescue from Lebanon. We just adopted her, so she's like a street dog that we had
Aw,
brought up. So she's kind of like she has a separation anxiety, so she's kind of scratching at the door. I'm at work right now, so I bring her to work.
that's great. What's her name?
Well, they
Yeah.
called her Bella, and then she was already responding to it, so we just kept it.
That's great,
She's
Bella. You're
lovely.
beautiful, and please keep her on the show. We
All right,
like having dogs and puppies and cats
she's
and
gonna help out.
yeah, that's great.
All right.
Um,
So
All right,
cute.
so I welcome Bella to our community. But in terms of our team, we are doing this very big project with a very small team. Actually, we have six full time and six part time folks. So when you post something about, hey, this is taking so long or whatever, just keep that in mind. First of all, we are not very large. We're just getting started, and it's mostly a volunteer based team. It's a community oriented project. So don't ascribe to us like the support things that you would expect from a big company that you paid a lot of money for services, etc. Right? This is us doing things with our love, with our heart, and so be a little kind, especially to the folks who are helping you out or in support, like Pam, Doc Martin, etc. They are working tirelessly to support you. So please show them your thanks. Um, it's a very small team. So that said, the next thing I want to talk about here is about setting your expectations, right? So we are completely new and we are still being developed. I like to use the analogy of we're still a baby, all right? Don't treat us like an adult. Don't expect us to have all the behaviors and the features and the characteristics of an adult. We're growing. It's going to take some time. So please calibrate accordingly. This is your blockchain. This is your project as much as it is mine and anybody else's. So it's our journey. We are going to go on it together, but we are just getting started, folks. And things take time, especially all these things in tech. They're very complicated and it take a lot of time to build and work on. So I'll leave it at that. We'll continue with our slides later. And now it's time for Anastasia's next pick. What do you say?
Um, let's go to the next one. So I saw it was 108.
108. But you know what? Before that, I just want to make sure that I highlight Johnny's one. It was, I think, 71, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay, I highlight that. Okay, great. Now we'll go to this one, and I'll go ahead and highlight it first so that I won't forget to do it later. And this is yours.
This is mine.
Yes. All right. This is great. I like it. Oh, wow. Wow, Anastasia, this
Yeah,
is great.
I really like this one too because I really like the art here so much, and there is a lot of physicals I really love. And yes, and there is also one artist that not one artist actually, but there's artists I really love, and I really love their artworks too. So I was selecting them, and there is for salt, but yes,
That's
but
okay. I mean, the goal is to get a red dot for as many people as possible. That's our mission here. And the first one you selected, Lady Redhorns, I have a lot of her art because I just love the vibrant colors she uses in her artwork. It's just I love them. They're just like, look at this here. The colors are so bright and
yes,
beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really love those like black how do you say strikes or something, and I really love that the places between them are filled with color, different colors, and it looks really beautiful. And this one is fantastic. I think it's amazing. I really love this. The
What I'm
composition and yes, I really love that it's black and white because it looks really cool like that.
Guys, this is not a photo. It's a charcoal.
Yes, yes,
This is mind blowing.
yes.
Wow. Wow. This is
It's
great.
really fantastic.
Excellent. Yeah. What drew you to this one by Musty Draws?
Very beautiful, I think. And it's really interesting with the rose and with like the devil. So it's there like a contrast and the red how do you go background. So it looks awesome.
Oh, this is interesting. What kind of art is this? This is an illustration. Nice.
Yeah, it's
Guardian.
so cool.
Very cool. All right, let's capture that. And there we go. That's all sold out here.
Yay!
We'll wait
I
on the red
don't
dot for that one. It'll be
I
coming.
sound there like from the soundboard when he's like boom.
Yeah, we need that, right? We should have that. We should have a sound. Uh, I used to be a consultant for a company where they had a big giant gong in the office. Every time there was a sale, they would come and go bang on it, and the whole you cannot help but get up and pay attention. It was amazing. So, yeah, we
Wow.
should do something like that. That would be crazy. Uh,
Yes.
all right, all right, all right. Let's see our search homepage and see what's going on here. Yeah, this is great. I'll remove I love the hackable URLs. I'm a big fan of hackable URLs. Yeah, there we go. So we got all the current ones we've been collecting, and looks like some other friends of ours have been busy also. So thank you very much for that. This is great. Okay, Johnny, let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna jump all the way to 173.
All right, you're giving some of the new ones a shot here. This is
Yeah.
great. 173. This one? There we go. All right, let's do this.
Yeah. So the reason why I chose this one is because I really like the strong, kind of like the concept of like the inner space, like solitude, all these different interpretations of self, and all these people. Like, there's something sad and melancholic about all these images. Even the cat looks like he's alone amongst all these people walking. So there seems to be like, I don't know what's written at the top. There's a name of the collection. I'm not sure what language that is, but I just really like this. Even the guy floating alone in space. It's obviously a recurring theme, and I thought it was well devised as like a group curation.
Yeah. Now Zach is one of the most active artists in our space, and he curated this one. So much respect. Thank you for doing that, Zach. And yeah, I love these. This is great. This one is just it's unique and interesting on so many different levels here.
Yes,
well-
I really love it.
Because we can relate. I know it's a cat, but people can relate to this. That horrible feeling about being surrounded but still feeling alone. Especially I find in social media. I mean, you can almost relate anything to this in the sense that that's one thing about social media. You connect with millions of people, but sometimes you feel more disconnected because it's online. It's actually a theme that comes up often, right, within NFT artists. That feeling about feeling kind of like lost amongst the plethora of people.
Yes.
Kind of works for me.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. This is great. This one has a very Rodin thinker kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Uh, and I took some crazy shots here because it's right here. One of the copies of it. I think there's like 5 or 6 copies of it, but one is right here in the Bay Area. And whenever we go to the Legion of Honor museum, there it's there, and I try to take funny photos with it.
It's a classic.
Yeah, this is great. Oh, love animation.
Oh, Matila art.
Matila is something else. It's amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
she has amazing animations. I really love her animations, and I really also love her collaborations with Chaz Wesley 99. They look awesome, and she's also really a great person in community.
Yes, indeed. Uh, so I saw Indonesia. I saw. Let's see. What else did I see? This one is where Zach doesn't have a country listed here, but I saw one. This one was Indonesia. So we're still going around the globe here. This is good. All right, let's collect this one here. What about this one here?
I think it's really beautiful, and I really love the composition of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
John, what was your take on this one?
Well, I mean, right away it has like a surreal quality to it, but it avoided sometimes with surrealism, like especially like modern surrealism. I find like that it can be tacky. I mean, it's not the best word, but I find there's a good balance here. It still kind of looks textured and it's not like super polished. There's something really kind of earthy about it. I really like it.
Indeed, yeah.
Again, it's that theme of the inner space, like the world within worlds, the solitude. I find it ties really well into the rest of the collection.
I don't know if I've seen this artist before. A very interesting author and rapper, Dexabir. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know him either, but I really like this piece.
Wow. Need to zoom in a bit on this stuff here.
Wow, it looks so emotional. I love it. And like the sadness in her, it feels so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black and white photography. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Ooh. Lost in Space. Lovanik. I love Lovanik's work. Some of it is too dark for me.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's I can handle it. I don't do very well with dark art. I just me. But this is amazing. This I've been catching a lot of sci-fi shows lately on, especially on Apple TV. So this brings this I can relate to this kind of scene. For this looks like From All Mankind. That's the show I binged
Yeah,
on recently.
it does.
But in your mention of the solitude, it actually says it right here in the description. So, it's about sometimes getting lost in the vastness of space is the only way to discover a world beyond imagination. Love it. And Lovanix in Singapore, we are continuing our journey. Yeah, your neighbor.
Yes.
Amy Louise. Here we go. Why is that broken? There we go. Wow, this is
Oh, I
interesting.
love this piece.
Nice. I wonder how this was created. What is this?
Does it say?
It says it's a video. It's a digital video. Doesn't give much more detail on that. It's pretty interesting.
Could be charcoal, hard to tell, and then animated afterwards, or it could be all
Yeah.
digital. I mean, it's hard to tell sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this piece looks so creative. I love it.
Wow. I like the ripples, the reflections. This is mixed media. Interesting. All right, digital art. Nigeria. All right, wonderful.
Beautiful lighting. I really love the artworks with the lighting, and it's so beautiful there. like the smallest like bugs who light up. I don't know how to call them, but it looks really beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to make sure all the transactions went through, and they did. That's as good. Can close out some of these windows, and that one went through. Okay, and I think we got no. That's it. We got all of those done. Actually, you know what? Uh, I want to take the opportunity here to show you guys an amazing, tiny little detail, but a new feature. So it's easy to miss. So let me zoom in a little bit. But here in the activity, we have consigned to vault, and I just licensed it. So there's my transaction. It's going to take me straight to Explorer and show you the transaction. That is fun and boring. What is more interesting is this new link we have called portfolio. So this is going to take you to the entire portfolio of the person who licensed your artwork. So you can see what their likes and dislikes are. We don't have it yet where it goes directly to your artwork, but what it's going to do is it's going to filter the entire search by that person's portfolio. So you can find your artwork in there, but you get a sense of the person who's collected it. Now, I know over and over people ask me, like, hey, I want to thank my buyer, etc. I'm just going to tell you point blank, it is not going to happen, because we are building Vitruveo for millions of art buyers. They are not on Twitter, they are not on Instagram, they are just ordinary people who appreciate art. So you need to just get used to the fact that you cannot thank your buyer. They can reach out and thank you or message you or whatever, because this is why it's important to keep your creator profile very up to date and make sure you have the right contact information, because there is no scenario in which with Vitruveo we are going to have it where buyers are required to create profiles and all that. All we might have from them is a wallet address, and that's really all that's going to happen. So get ready for that. That's the world we are building, and that's what's going to happen. So, and I think that's not bad, because what we want to spread the art among as many people on our planet as possible, and not just uh, a few art collectors, right? We don't want art to be continue to be the domain of just the wealthy, just the people with discretionary income. We want to spread the love, right? And so that's what we are doing. So get used to it, folks. We are not going to have buyer names or buyer links or anything like that. But you can see their portfolio and you can get a feel for what it's like. All right, take a break here and go right back to our slides. So we were talking about the fact that we are a new platform. We're still being developed. As you can see, we add features practically every day. The team sometimes is like, I can sense they get a little frustrated because I'm constantly asking them, this feature looks done. Push it out now. Push it out now. And they're like, no, we have to test it. I'm like, no, let's just get it out there. So we have new features practically every other day at this point. But that's what it is. So now this is an important point I want to bring up, which is really, really important for people to understand. As I mentioned, we are still building out, right? Right now, if you are here on the journey with us, it's because you are an innovative creator and you're excited about this journey for art, right? We don't want you to be here because you need to sell your art for immediate income, because I will 100% of the time we're going to disappoint you right now. Come back in 3 to 6 months. We will be more mature. We will have listings on multiple exchanges. We will be more liquid. Right now, and I'm going to go into what you can do with your Vitru, but right now we're still building out the platform. Vitru is trading on a DEX, a decentralized exchange, but there is not enough liquidity. There is not enough liquidity to support all the sales that we are making right now. And we know that. Our goal is to get all of you artists kind of thinking about a new model of monetization of art, which does not rely on you selling one NFT and then you're done. The model we are creating is where you sell your entire body of artwork over and over again in small increments, resulting in a sustainable income. That's the model we are building. But I repeat this every time I go in public, but we still have people posting this. If you're a creator and if you have a sale on Vitruveo right now, do not expect that it's going to pay your rent or your mortgage or whatever. It's not liquid yet. Do it because you want to be part of this journey. You want to help build this amazing platform and do something meaningful, But if monetizing your artwork immediately is important to you, please continue to do whatever you are doing, your day job, your other platforms, etc. Vitruveo, we will be liquid and more ready for you in 3 to 6 months. So I say this um, not to deter people, but just to be honest and candid. Like, we are building the platform, right? It's not ready yet. All right. Okay. With that out of the way, let's actually wait. I wanted to go through one more thing here. Um, for support, yes, visit Dreamverse. That's our channel. I got to put up that banner. But in the context of, here we go, I'm going to put up that banner here. So Telegram is where we provide all our support. I do want to say thank you for people who no longer post support questions and DM me in my GM threads, etc. It is very annoying to have a GM thread and someone comes and posts a support question there. I always hide and mute that artist because unfortunately I cannot tolerate that. But so go to Dreamverse and get our support there. But what I wanted to do here is tell you about some of a new and interesting thing. Well, where's my slide there? I think I'll come to that. So we'll come to that in a bit. Let's go right back to you, Anastasia. We'll come back to the point I wanted to make. Johnny, did I already highlight yours? I think I did, right? You were on 170.
173, I did last.
Did that. Okay. All right. Anastasia, you are up. Actually, you know what? I don't understand why I'm so silly. I have you squinting at this when I could easily enlarge it. Okay, there we go. Much better.
I would love if we go to 214.
All right, there we go. Right to the new ones. The Gleam
Yes.
Squad. Yes. All right. Let's go, Gleam Squad.
I really love this curation
Wow.
because it's all chosen in like purple theme, and it looks really beautiful that way. And I think the artist who chose this artworks um, really loves purple, and I really love purple too. So, and the artworks there are really, really great, I think, and truly
Yeah.
beautiful.
I
So,
don't know about purple. I just have my browser in purple. The
yeah,
Vitruveo brand is in purple, and I don't know about that. Yeah, this is great. All right, let's go on the Blitz with this one. I know a few of these artists, so this is great. I'm zoomed in now, so that's fine. I think we can keep it zoomed in. I think Rohan is here. He's usually here, so it's great. Yeah, there he is, Rohan. Here we go. I love this Polaroid series. We collected one last week, I think, if my memory
yeah,
serves. Yeah. All right, now we are really blitzing away. All right,
it's really nostalgic, I think, the Polaroid one.
indeed, yeah. It is interesting to hear a 14-year-old speak of nostalgia. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, but she knows about the nostalgic look. Plus, she's an old soul, right? So
Yeah.
Well, and look at this artwork, and it's it's hand drawn, and
Oh,
it's purple, so it looks amazing.
wow. This is ballpoint art, if I'm not mistaken.
that's impressive.
Yeah, ballpoint. Yep, it's
Yes,
amazing.
really, really amazing. Yes, and the emotion, I love the emotion.
Yeah. Oh wow, this is unique. India.
Yes,
So guys, I'll just I think I mentioned last week on the stream, but we have we right now have like Vitru Search, Vitru Store, Vitru Studio, Vitru Stream, etc. And what we are doing is we decided that there's a bit of product confusion as a result. So there's a new brand coming. We'll be announcing it next week, and we're gonna capture all of these under one brand name. So it's coming next week. This is this is Dexabir again. Wow,
yeah,
wow, wow.
really great artwork, and it reminds me of Avatar a little bit.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I had the same
yes,
feeling.
beautiful.
Did you see the second one? Anastasia?
Yes, yes.
I,
But I actually think I like the first one more.
yeah, that's usually the true, right? The first one's always the
Mhm.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of movies do you like?
Um, I like I like a lot of movies. And I like comedy. I like and my favorite movie is A Lord of the Rings. I really love this, and The Hobbit and everything that's with it. I watched it like I don't know 10 times already. So it's a really great movie for me. And yeah, I like this type of movies too.
Do you like the Rings of Power show, or do you find it a bit weird?
Ring.
Because you said you like Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Yeah. The Rings of Power. It's kind of like the prequels. It's
Um,
playing on Amazon. Have you seen that?
I don't think I have seen this on Amazon because maybe I know this in like in my language
Oh
because
yeah, maybe.
I
Yeah.
watch movies in English right
It's Lord
now.
of the Rings, but it's in the past. It's like a long time in the past. Yeah.
Prequel. Yeah.
Prequel. Yeah.
Oh yes, I have seen that.
So you have seen it. Did you like it?
Yes, I like that.
You liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I just love all of these movies. What's your favorite movie?
Me? I like anything that has good writing. Like, I don't mind if it's Marvel. I don't mind if it's like a really artsy movie, as long as it's got a really good story. But I mean, like, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so I like all those old blockbusters like Back to the Future and like Indiana Jones. I can't help it. Like, I still have a deep affection for those pop culture movies. And I find like they all broke new ground back then, and now they try to rehash them. Too
Yes.
many too many movies being redone. I find like the 80s had its fair share of ridiculous sequels, but at least I had a lot of innovating ideas. You agree with this, Nick?
Back to the Future, my favorite, and also Raiders. Yeah, I mean,
It's like the
I do.
heyday. It's like the heyday of trilogy films, no?
Yeah, I mean, the pop culture. Uh, what's very interesting is even now most of the music you hear, etc., all has its roots. It's derived from a lot
Yeah.
of that. And I'm lucky in that my daughters both, they love the 80s music and all of that.
Well,
So
my kids will
yeah.
listen to something now that sounds it has the music has a total 80s energy and like arrangement, and then I'll play something from the 80s that sounds the same, and they're like, I don't like 80s music, but I'm like, the guy that you're listening to, he loves the 80s, and he's listening to the guys that you're saying you don't like. So you just have to expand your mind a bit and just give it a
Yeah.
chance, right?
Yeah, so we are fortunate to live near a shoreline amphitheater here. It's a concert venue here in
Mm.
Mountain View, and we got these lawn passes basically for the whole season. So you wear your little dog tag basically and go and try and find a place to put on your blanket up there, like nosebleed.
Oh, that's
But
awesome.
hey, you get to enjoy all these artists for the whole season, and yeah, so it's been like the last one I went to was Santana. That was
Oh
really
wow,
good.
yeah.
There's some good artists that are coming.
Is he
Alanis was here, etc. So
does he
yeah,
is he still got it, Santana? He still
he's
got the
got it,
hands?
man. Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
yeah.
like yeah. And more recently, I saw Sting and Brian Adams. It's these
Yeah.
like my favorite that I want to see is Mark Knopfler, because I love Dire Straits,
Oh
and I
yeah.
don't think he's going to perform. But Dire Straits is my absolute all time favorite. So
A lot of the Dire Straits albums, they really deserve more credit,
yeah,
Everybody knows that one hit, Money for
yeah,
Nothing or whatever, but
yes,
there's so
yeah.
many good songs, yeah.
There's some really good lyrics there, and of course Bruce, like that man is he's like you, right?
Like,
He speaks your language about politics.
yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah,
The whole irony behind like Born in the USA, right? It was supposed to be like,
yeah, it was critical.
yeah, but
Yeah,
everybody took it as an anthem.
yes,
We're
yeah,
horrible.
yeah, yeah. All right, getting back here. So let's talk about artwork workflow for those of you who are not yet part of it. It's very easy. So you consign your artwork at studio.vitruveo.xyz. I absolutely love the fact that in all the language that people use now, they say I consign my artwork, because for the longest time people would say minted, and it took almost 3 months, but the language is now correct. And I love it, because what we are trying to do is get people away from the mentality of minting is the end all and be all of your existence as an artist. We're like, no, you consign your artwork and then you're going to monetize it in many ways. Minting is just one of those ways. We're going to have many ways for you to monetize. And next, you discover on search. And so search is very important to us. It's basically like the Google of search. Like if you go to any other platform, when you're searching that particular marketplace. And maybe if they're doing a little bit of outreach, you can get a couple of other things. But for us, all your consignment is always at the blockchain level. So all art is discoverable, and that's important for us. So what happens after you get a sale? So all of you folks who are getting sales right now, what happens is your sale funds get deposited into a creator vault. Every artist, when they first consign their artwork on Vitruveo, has a vault created for them. A vault is a smart contract. It's your own smart contract. Everything you're going to do in this platform, whatever you sell, whatever you license, everything is going to be through your contract. So if we shut down all our web properties right now, you're still fine. You still have your contract, and any web developer can build a front end for you, and all your assets are fine. So the funds are deposited for you in Vitru. That's our cryptocurrency of the blockchain. So in real time, what we do is we take the USDC value of your sale and we convert it to Vitru. So whatever the price is at that time, you get that much Vitru. And you must claim that button to get that Vitru into your wallet. Why do we do it that way? Well, because we have heard so many stories of wallets being hacked and artists losing access to all their work. That is impossible on Vitruveo, because in your creator vault, you can have as many wallets as you want, and any of those wallets can be used to claim. We will soon enable a multi-sig feature, which means you need two of your wallets to be able to claim. So that way, even if a hacker gets one of your wallets, no problem. They cannot get your money. That's important to us. All right. So now I want to talk about an important new feature that just cropped up a few days ago. So in our community, we have given out VUSD. VUSD is our stable coin. It's worth $1 credits. So we've given out $1.2 million in VUSD credits to our crypto investors, only for buying artworks. That's all they can do with it. You cannot do anything else with that VUSD other than buy your artworks. All right. So our objective was to give as many creators as possible their first sale on Vitruveo. And also, we're building something new, right? We have to get it started. That's called bootstrapping. We want to get it started and we want to incentivize. But what happened is, early on, we found that there were some bad actors. There were people who are basically creating their own artwork, or their friends or their family, and buying their own artwork in order to double essentially their monetary benefit, which doesn't benefit the ecosystem. We want to benefit actual live artists, not artists who are like, okay, I'm going to join Vitruveo and become an artist. This is not for them. This is for people who are already artists. All right. So what we've done with VUSD is we've implemented some limits. All right. So the limit is 550 VUSD per buyer per vault. All right. So every buyer can buy $550 worth of artwork from your vault, right? It's not 550 for all buyers. It's an important distinction. Make sure you get it right. All buyers can buy 550 from your artwork, from your vault, right? Now, for certain buyers, especially people who we are unclear of what their history is with the project, etc., we may reduce that. This is, I'm sorry, for the vault, right? So if it's an artist who we cannot prove that, oh yeah, they've been around in the ecosystem, etc., we might reduce it. There's also a quantity limit that each buyer can buy from your vault, and that's 3. So look at the intent of this. The intent of this is someone who has money for buying your artworks. We don't want them to go and spend all their money on one artist and buy 50 artworks from one person and spend $10,000. We don't want that. We want you to take your money and spread it out among as many creators as possible, right? So this is for the granted credits only. These credits will expire on November 30th, 2024. But remember, there is absolutely no limit to the amount and the price that you can buy from a vault if you have purchased your VUSD. So you can go buy your VUSD with Vitru right now. If you do that, no limit. Buy the $10,000 artwork, no limit at all. All right. So this is an important thing. And I want to let creators know that even though we've had this, you're never guaranteed a sale, right? This is commerce we are talking about. This is capitalism. There is no charity or anything here. You must create artworks that people can value, right? So the people who have these credits must find value in your artwork. So put out your best work and they'll use it. Now, in order to make it easy for buyers to find out if they can buy an artwork or not, we have this new little panel when you go to any. So let's go pick an example here. So let's I'll do this. It's easier to do it live. So let's pick this one here and go view it. And you'll see here that there are 3 new rows here: usable credits, usable balance, and transaction balance. Usable credit means that of the credits you have in your wallet as a crypto investor in Vitruveo, how many of those credits can you use on that particular vault, right? That's what that number says. In my slide here, you can see that there's, well, in this case also 0, so it's a bad example, but you get the idea. The usable balance means of the purchased VUSD, how much can I use? So this says I can use 400, almost the entire balance, not almost, the entire balance is coming from purchased VUSD because I don't have any grants left. I used up all my granted ones last week. And the transaction balance must be 0 for the buy artwork to be enabled. Until the transaction balance is 0, you cannot buy the artwork. So how can you find out what a particular vault limit is? So let me show you. You can go to the consign to vault thing and click on this here. This is going to give you the creator's vault address. So here we go. You can just copy that vault address here. And what you can do is go to Scope, which is our app for everything. You can go to Scope, and there is a new section. And apologies to you, Anastasia, but I was trying to be clever with this name, so I called it FAQs. So these are interactive FAQs. So what you can do is go to this vault section here, and you can put in the creator vault address, and then hit go. And what that's going to tell you is, here we go. This creator, I think that's Jen, yes, has a vault limit of 550. That's a default. I mean, everyone has a vault limit of 550 and has a default count limit of 3, of which I have used none, and of the 550, and I have used none of the counts. So now let's, as an example, since we are here, let's just do this in real time, right? So this one is 452. Let's go ahead and buy Jen's work because I like her work, and then we'll go back to the Scope and see what happens. All right, so let's reload this on Scope and see what comes up. It's taking a bit. Oh wait, I didn't put her vault address. I should have copied it. Actually, I did copy it, so I can just paste it. It's fun doing this live where you don't remember everything. Okay, here we go. So looks like it hasn't been updated yet, but it should update. Should update shortly. We'll come back and look at this here, but this number should. Oh wait, I know why it's not working. Because I'm not live right now. There we go. I hope that was the reason. We'll find out. No, that's not the reason. I got to find out why. But this should have changed the difference here. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is correct. I didn't use any grant money, so this won't change. Silly Nick. Sorry, I was. This only applies to grants. All right. So I didn't use any grant money, and so it is correctly saying it's 0. I'm thinking wrong. But if I had used any grant money, this would have changed. So sorry about doing a demo that actually was a terrible demo. So that happens sometimes. Okay, we'll continue. We'll continue. I will redeem myself by buying some artwork. So
it's still work, Nick, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Whose turn was it? Anastasia?
I did the last one, so it's Johnny.
All right.
John.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So let's go to 152. 152.
152. Cindy Apples. Boom.
So
Cindy
the
Apples.
reason I chose this one is because, like, you can see her name that she chose for her curation is blooming. And
Mm.
she just set out, instead of just choosing a color or an aesthetic, she just went out with this idea of flowers and things growing. But through all these different aspects, I thought it was kind of clever. It was kind of like a curation within a curation. So I thought this was a lot of fun. And some of these are really visually striking.
Yeah, I like it. I love this to me is very Ghibli, Studio Ghibli-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. The art style. I love it. Okay.
I love that the mushrooms are like in many floors, so not just the single one, but many in one. So cool.
Yeah.
Mushrooms are in everywhere right now. They're in home decoration. They're on everything.
Japan. This is great. So I make it a point every single time to emphasize that artists should take the time to get the metadata in here. This artist has done an amazing job with the metadata. I love it. So crisp and clear. Guys, for what we are building, in fact, if you come to my live stream tomorrow, you will see some amazing things, some new releases of our search platform. Metadata is so important. Honestly, it'll come down to this. If you enter metadata, you're going to make money. If you don't enter metadata accurately, you're not going to make money. Blunt, straight up. Spend the 15 to 20 minutes of your life to enter the metadata for your artwork correctly, and your artwork will be monetized. So this is, they've got a beautiful little poem here, Nyoki from Japan. Nice.
You really think the metadata is that fundamental? Like when people are searching, some people just search with keywords and do their queries that way?
Yeah, you're not going to find any artworks if you don't have the metadata accurately. And we are going to use AI. We are going to use also sentiment analysis, etc., for artworks to be found. If you don't have the metadata, you're not going to make money. You're going to basically, your artwork is going to be relegated to the bottom of the heap and be invisible as far as discoverability is concerned.
I guess especially as time goes and the volume of art online just becomes exponential, right?
Yep. I cannot say enough about how important it is to spend that 20 to 30 minutes, whatever it takes you, to get it right. We are not asking you to spend weeks and months or whatever shilling and going on spaces, etc. Just invest 30 minutes of your time, get your artwork in there in high quality, get the metadata in high quality, and you're done. You don't have to do any marketing on Vitruveo. We do the marketing for you, right? This is important. So if you want your artwork to be marketed, get the metadata right.
Yes, and I think it's really easy because I have spent like maybe only 15 minutes on choosing this all. So it's so easy to consign your artwork, and of course, I really love Vitruveo. So that's my
Thank you.
that's my
Thank you.
that's my thing. Yeah.
Whoa, this is an interesting twist. Venezuela. Daniela. Wow, I like it.
Very beautiful, and the contrast between the skull and the flowers. Yeah, so creative.
Lipstick even. Nice. Very nice.
Wow, I love this one. It's like from a newspaper, from the old
Yeah.
one, and it's so beautiful. And from the like the old letter.
It's very vintage.
Yes.
I love Southern Fried's artwork. Southern Fried, will you come next week on the show? Let me know. I'm just asking you in public. So
No pressure.
no pressure. Wow. This is great. Love it. I have collected a lot of her artworks. Definitely love them. Netherlands apricot blossom design. lover of watercolor painting, alcohol ink painting, photography, and AI generated images. So, what is the? This is an AI generated image. It's beautiful. I like it. I It's got that pastels, the soft hues. Nice. Yay! Southern
Congrats.
Fried is in.
Oh,
Woohoo! All right, cool. Like I said, no pressure, right?
yeah. She
Thank
rose
you,
to
thank
the
you. I
occasion.
appreciate that. This is great. Okay. Uh, I have to keep an eye on it because what I do on these curations, I go and refresh and make sure I get all of them because sometimes I'm not paying attention and I might not click
Mm.
by artwork. But we got done here. All right, so we've completed another cycle. Yes, yeah. Okay. Let me go back to one or two more slides. We finished this one. What do we have? Okay, we'll come back to these here. But what I want to do now is I want to also uh, go in for surprise blitz mode. What I mean by that is uh, everyone is expecting me to collect arts from the curated ones picked by Anastasia and Johnny. But in a surprise move, what I would like to do is go in here and randomly pick some artwork also from just the ones that are in search, and we just talk about it a little bit and do that. That is I call it the blitz prerogative. So we'll do that. Okay. All right. So we just got some art from Archana. So Minas is always a favorite artist of mine. So let me go in there and look at that. Love the fingerprint. It's interesting. Is there anything here that catches your eye, either of you?
Yeah, there's some cool
Uh,
pieces.
yes,
Let's
surely.
agree on one, the three of us, if we can do that.
You go first, Anastasia. You're the youngest and hippest of all three of us.
Thank you. So, can you please scroll a little bit up? Up, up. Oh, okay, here.
This is the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, no, a
Go
little
a
bit
little bit.
down.
Okay. Okay.
With this one, those are so cool. Wait.
Which one? Which
Like,
one?
scroll a little bit up.
One, two,
A
three,
little-
four.
The next row, the up one. No.
Oh, this one. This one.
This one. Yes,
The
I
dictator.
like that one.
Oh wow. Interesting. What do you
That
think, Johnny?
I really like it, especially with the beak with a bit of is that blood on it. I looks
Yeah.
that's kind of really interesting.
Yeah, so this is interesting because here, let's go to Neon Circus and look at the swoops collection. Somewhat resonates that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The bird, yeah. This is good. Okay, done.
Plus, I'm guessing it's like a vulture.
Yeah.
Is that kind of a good analogy for a dictator?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I have too many tabs open. I need to close some of these, otherwise I'm getting confused a little bit. Wait, so many tabs. All right, we are at a good stopping point here. Okay, that one's collected. All right, next one. Let me go. Okay. Hey guys, I just want to let the team know that when I go back, the creator ID doesn't go away from the URL, so that's something we got to fix. All right, let me go look here. Let's see. I love Simran's work. Simran is an amazing artist, and I love the forms, the colors, everything about her artwork. So I'm going to collect one of these here. She does a lot of cultural ones related to Indian ethnicity, also. So I appreciate that. But now it looks like these postcards are very abstract, as rightly pointed out in the title there. Um, I like this one here. Cool. It's a bird. It's a bird native. Is it native to India? I think. Yeah. Cuckoo bird. Okay, cuckoo. This is uh, is this? Let me see. What is it? It's a painting. Okay, it's acrylic. Yeah, I love the colors on this.
Yeah, it's elegant too. Also, I kind of like that she didn't put a face on
Yeah.
the central figure.
Yeah.
I really love Simran works actually, and Simran is also a really amazing artist. And yes, she does a lot of artworks on the theme of ethnicity and her country. So I really love this. And this artwork is so beautiful, so peaceful, I guess.
Yeah. Well, congrats, Simran. Always happy to have your artwork in my collection.
I think
So
several of her pieces came up in many of the curations.
yes, they have been
Mhm.
doing. Yeah, they have been. So uh, okay, we'll continue. Uh, well, we just picked up. Let's pick up another Southern Fried. She's got some new artworks I've been seeing that have a bit of attitude, which I like. I like this one here. I like this. So this is me and AI. Yeah, this is interesting. Vitru, the
True.
V salute. Interesting. I'm gonna get this one.
Good choice.
So we'll get two or three, maybe four more, and then we'll go back to the curation sheet. All right, and the blitz shall continue. All right. Let's go. Well, I guess the results work even though I the URL is incorrect. So, but I just like to have the URL correct there. Okay. Atomic Cherry Girls. This is from Rosita. I love her artwork. I've collected almost all her artwork on Foundation. This is pop culture. See, this is what I love. This is I just love pop culture. Oh, this is from what is that? Atomic Blonde.
Atomic Blonde, yeah.
Yeah, this has audio.
Wow, very cool. Interesting. And the interesting video, I love this. Yes, the pop culture is is made there so cool. I love
I'm a
it.
sucker for pop culture. It just I just love it. Absolutely. This is fantastic.
Yeah, it's hard to look away from it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. This is amazing. Wow.
I love this video.
Damn. This took a bit of work.
Yeah, it's long.
Wow. This is a must buy. Here we go. This is amazing. I love that movie, by the way. This is a spy movie. And Charlize Theron, she's just a good, just so good in those roles. I remember her in Eon Flux. She was that. I don't know if you remember that sci-fi movie. She does such a great job in
I
it.
do. What was good about this one is that they didn't mind showing a girl kind of really getting rough and tough.
Yeah,
She got beat up bad in this. No,
yeah, yeah.
it was
This is
it was credible. It was believable.
yeah. So this almost I feel like is a making of
Yeah,
video of. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Okay, here we go. That's the artwork. Ah, here we go.
Wow.
Wow, this
Very,
is
very
purple.
clever.
Purple. Love it. I gotta see the original. Whoa, that's good detail. That's from the movie.
be a good
Oh,
poster.
yeah. Let's go.
Which movie is that?
Atomic Blonde.
Atomic Blonde.
Atomic. I think it was what late 2000. It was before 2020. I would say it was 2015 maybe or something like that. 2016.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's been a good 6-7 years at least.
Yeah. Wow. This is good. Okay. All right. When you tell the truth, you look different. Your eyes change. Thanks for the warning. Oh, here we go. 2017.
There you go.
2017. Hmm.
Mhm.
Hollywood pop culture. Guys, if you make a pop culture thing, just tag me because I just love those, especially if someone decides to create a Back to the Future series. Oh my god, it'll be, I think, between me and Southern Fried who'll try and collect it all. This is really good, Rosita. Amazing work. Okay, let's keep going here. We'll buy a few more. Let's see. Oh, whoa, this is interesting.
Wow,
Yeah,
it's a pencil sketch.
yeah.
Also artwork.
Oh, this is ballpoint.
Oh,
Ballpoint.
oh
Wow.
yeah,
And a Lady Stark roll. Lady Stark. I like it. This is nice.
very,
All
very
right.
beautiful.
Okay, one more, and then we'll go back to curations. Okay.
Mhm.
This is highly addictive, as you can tell. So,
Yeah.
uh, oh, uh, what I want to do is I want to actually these are some of the new ones. I want to go back in time a little bit because we are working on an algorithm that will surface some of the older ones also, but we don't want the recent push we did to group by creator was actually intended to also surface things that are newer. So looks like I have to go back. Looks like I have to go forward a bit. Let me see. I wanna go to artworks that were consigned maybe a week ago because they're going pretty fast now. They wow. Oh, I can jump to the page. What am I doing? I should just jump. See, some of these features we roll them out so quickly I forget that we have them. You know. Oh, here we go. So these are some. Uh, this. Oh, wow, wow. Isla is an amazing artist. I remember if my memory serves me right, he had come to Dubai when we did the Nifty Dreams exhibition there, and I had a chance to meet him. His work is exemplary. Uh, it's a cat in a
Oh,
boat. It's a little
so
cat.
cute and so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
Pakistan, mixed media, digital. He
Yeah,
does some really great and amazing artwork. Love it.
so cute. And I love the fishes in the
All
river.
right, that didn't work. Let's see. Second time will be the charm. All right, and then we switch back to curations. I hope it's not too late for you, Anastasia. I'm sorry about that, but
No, it's
we're having fun.
perfect.
All right, here we go. All right, so it's blue.
Yeah.
Pick a row, pick a row.
Oh, um, okay. So let me look. 1 second, just 1 second. It will be number 210.
Here we go. Okay, let me copy my pink row and paste it there because I know I ultimately forget it. All right. Hmm.
Yeah, so it's
Beautiful. Photography. Yes, photography needs to have its moment.
mm,
Definitely. We had some
I
excellent
really love
photographers
this.
here.
And actually, this artwork with the camels, the timing was displayed on your screen, on your
Oh,
background. Yeah,
okay.
Tama saw that.
Yeah. So
So,
there's some people here I recognize, but I do not recognize this person, Pam Bot. I don't know who she is. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Pam, who is our creator lead. This is amazing. Great work. Uh,
yes, very beautiful. I love all those flowers.
this might actually be from Vietnam, if I'm not mistaken. Because Pam, is it Vietnam? That would be kind of coincidental considering Anastasia is
Yes,
there.
Well, it's called Hanoi, so for sure.
Oh yeah, the but I
yes.
didn't even see the title. Of course, of course. There. All right. Yeah. So
Well,
now it's your mission to go find out where this was.
well, I'm not in Hanoi, unfortunately.
Oh,
Well,
all right.
yeah, but it's so amazing.
This is cool.
Yeah, and it looks so, vintage too. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
it's very beautiful.
Let's go with photographs, guys. Nice. Adnan Adani from Pakistan, travel, landscape, and concept art photographer. This is uh yeah. So Adnan, this you gotta not do this next time. Please put a good description. It'll help. You got a description here. So this isn't a long description. So if you have to just copy the other, we give you a short and a long description. So the long description you can be more expressive. Okay. Um, but definitely love your work. Amazing, 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 amazing.
The light from the car is so great.
Whoa.
This one, yes, the blue and the red one, like the combination of them is awesome.
Wow. So Varanasi is in Hindu religion is a very sacred city. It has a lot of religion and culture associated with it. So many people make a pilgrimage to that uh, annually. This
Where
is
is it exactly?
somewhere in northern India. I don't know
More
it.
towards the north. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's called Girl in Heaven, so she's
yeah. Indeed, by Anastasia's work. Yes, we'll be doing that, of course. Yeah, actually, I didn't do that yet, right? I should go do that. Yeah, before I forget, Anastasia. So thank
what?
you for reminding me, uh, uh, Hater. So let's do that. I was supposed to pick up that work earlier. I said Anastasia.
What did I say?
Oh, yeah. She is truly amazing.
Did I say
So
something? Oh my god.
yeah, get that. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Oh,
You're
thank
done.
you
You
so
need to make some more artwork. What are you doing, young lady? Stay instead of being in the studio. You're on this live stream here. Go
oh,
create some more artwork.
thank you so much. It's
Absolutely,
really
my honor and my pleasure, indeed. And you are extremely deserving of it. Uh,
oh,
okay, we
but
we we can go to my artworks. There we go. You're right there in my scope.
thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Much love to you.
It's an
And
amazing piece.
Yeah.
thank you.
Look at my collection. It's so vibrant and collection, guys. I mean, so vibrant and colorful. It's amazing. I love it. Wow. I'm playing catch up here on 8,000 pieces. So I probably have what 16 multiplied by 24. Not even close to 8,000 yet, but we'll get there. Don't worry, we'll get there. All right, Dr. Brijesh. I know you were having some trouble getting your work consigned. I'm glad you worked through it. There's gonna be people who have some trouble. Just be persistent, folks. And if your work is not approved, like I said, small team, right? Just be patient with us. We'll get there. We'll get there. Patience is important in this, especially when you're building something new. Patience is very important. And here's my good friend, Kafil. Kafil's work is amazing. In fact, he was one of the first works I collected on Vitruveo. And we joke a lot when we are on spaces, which we haven't done in a while. We need to do that soon. So here we go.
Wow, amazing, amazing this one. I love this one
Yeah,
so
thanks
much.
for choosing this, Anastasia. The photography one. It's a good one.
Thank you so much for actually making this Blitz because I feel like she's so many emotions from this. Like I'm buying all this myself. So it's really fun.
Yeah.
And yes, so thank you so much for collecting my artwork.
Art is supposed to evoke emotion, and I'm not a full-fledged artist. I'm a wannabe, and so this is my art. I'm evoking emotion this way, in a very campy way. All right. Whoa, what is this? This is from Spain, a professional photographer, a, uh, a Granada patio. Oh,
Very,
well,
very
this speaks such interesting things. It's nature, it's beauty trapped behind bars. Uh,
beautiful.
Yet it comes through. I love it.
And
Uh,
like the minimalism of this artwork, like the white, the door and the flowers and the roof were beautiful.
yeah, Anastasia, you're not only a good artist, a good sort of public speaker and all that, but you also have a very good way of expressing, and an art critic. So you have many career possibilities in, I don't know, a decade when you get to that point or whatever.
She's got tons of time.
You got lots of time to hone those skills. This is Vivek. Now, Vivek is, I had the pleasure of meeting him in Bombay. Now, Vivek is in
Wow.
South India, in Kerala, but he flew down just for the dinner with me. And I'm so grateful for that. Thank you, Vivek.
Yeah, and a really amazing photo. I love the sunset and like the horse and the guy. Amazing, yes.
Yeah. And Vivek did something else that was super nice for me recently. He said that he found, I don't know exactly how he came upon them, but he came upon some old photographs and potentially some slides also of Bombay, the city I originally come from India. So he very nicely packaged them up and shipped them off to me just yesterday.
Wow.
So that is so cool. So I'm waiting for that package because these are like old when like the British etc. were still ruling India etc. And I'm very excited to see those. So I'm very grateful also. So thank you, Vivek. Thank you very much. Uh, we we are missing one. Skyfire Dance. RF.
Oh,
I'm not
it's
familiar with
so
RF. Where is RF from? Uh, let's see. Let's check out his profile. Where from Turkey? All right. Nice. Wow,
really
lightning.
lighting. Yeah.
Man. How does one capture lightning? Do you just wait there and for hours?
I think it's a long exposure. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And this says sold. Did I buy it or someone? Oh, someone else bought it. Well, good for you, whoever bought it. That's a good pick. Now, I have consistently blown through my budget.
Yeah.
Today, I announced that this would be a 20K day. Let's actually take stock of where we are, right? We need to go to this here, and we'll just query your vault. I need a vault address to query, so before it will show me my balance. So 84. All right. So guys, I'm very sorry to say that we still have ways to go here. We have almost 6,000 more to go.
Whoa.
So let's get to work.
Let's go.
Let's get to work. All right. What do we do? A blue or a green? We did a blue, right?
Yes, we did mine. So Johnny.
All right, Johnny.
To green. Okay, so let's keep going with some photography. Do 142.
142. 142. Diva. Yes. Great. She's amazing.
So this curation struck me just because, first of all, it's like monochrome, so right away jumps out at you, deep contrast. But also, I just thought there was strong lines everywhere. Like you look at it, like from the shrine, the first one, and the lines from the shadows of that like fence. Everything's the composition. It's very directional. I like the whole thing as a whole, and I like them individually. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And Utilan, we are paying attention. At least Johnny was paying attention. He brought up black and white photography just for you. So there we go. Yeah. Wow. This is a masterful curation.
Yes, it's perfectly done.
This let's start backwards this time. Here, let's start from the last one and go forward a little bit. I'm telling you guys, I'm having a lot of fun buying these individually, and um, gonna get the team to implement a buy stack button right here,
Oh yeah.
and then it'll be all at once. But it won't be as much fun. I don't know. It won't be as much fun. It'll be quick, but it won't be as much fun.
Well, you'll reach your 20K faster, but
I like to talk about these a little bit and showcase them, etc.
yeah, it's
So
more fun this way.
this is a Persian, an Iranian artist, very very muted, desolation. It's desolation almost, you know.
Yeah, the minimalism is great, but there's a lot of emotion, even though there's just a few lines.
Yeah,
Yes.
very cool. Very,
And
very
it's like emotion from this art of sounds stoic on the first part where is the snow, there's the lines and it looks like emotion, you know. So
Yep.
beautiful.
All right, that's collected, and we go on to the next one. Photographers, black and white photographers, it is your time to shine. Whoa, time lapse. Nice. Where is this? This is this is an Iranian photographer. I wonder where this scene is from. Time River is the name of the collection. I'd like to know where this was taken. Very interesting. Could be any city, really.
Yeah, any high traffic city, but I love these time lapse things, especially in black and white. You often see them in color,
Yeah.
but in black and white like this, it's really cool.
Wow. Wow. I'm grateful to all the artists who have submitted works to on Vitruveo, knowing that we are still a junior platform, we are new, etc. I appreciate your trust very much. You know, it's a lot of hard work building this, but it is seeing new artists, etc., step up and consign your work, etc., gives us both the joy and the inspiration to continue working.
I
Uh,
know.
uh,
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, please.
No, it's just because I know the philosophy of Vitruveo is to like iron out a lot of the problems that you saw kind of like in the whole space to begin with, right?
Yeah,
How much
yeah.
time did you guys put in before like finding all these problems, and there must have been crazy amounts of meetings to really like point out which ones are the ones you want to tackle first, right?
Well, you'll be surprised to know it's basically I spent 2 years talking to artists, going to exhibitions, meetups, etc., and I have all this in my head now. So it's just a matter of spewing out. So what this space has needed is a confluence, really, of technologists and art lovers, and who understand it. And it's been one or the other. If you look at the marketplaces right now, they make no effort to improve on the ERC 721 standard, the NFT standard. It's vanilla, it's boring, and it doesn't take into account that art in museums and galleries around the world has standards. There are
Mhm.
very high standards for how to talk about art, how to describe art, how to show art, etc. And it's like they turned off that whole section and said we're just going to do whatever we do for PFPs, for regular art, and that's not right. That is absolutely not right. It needs a whole different thing. And so for me, it's been about just uh, I had this feeling that I was, and I know it sounds corny, but I feel like my life's work, everything I've done, is for this, because I have been in technology, I've built startups, and now been absorbed with art and artists by sheer accident. And now I feel like, well, if I'm going to put all my knowledge and experience and skills to work, it's got to be on this. So this is my life's mission now. I'm all in. I have nothing else. My entire reputation, everything is built on this being successful.
It's going
So
to be
either
your
go
magnum
amazing,
opus.
or I'm going to be forgotten forever. That's basically it. Those are the two paths, and I hope it soars high.
Well, in the hearts of a lot of artists, you're gonna make a difference for sure. You know.
Yes, yes, 100%, Nick. You're making a huge impact of the in the artists' lives, and for all the artists, for all the photographers and others. So, and it just a really huge thank you to you for
Thank
doing
you. I
that.
appreciate it. This is 100% a labor of love, including everyone on the team, every developer, etc. Yeah, they could make money 10,000 different ways, but they do it because they believe in the mission here. The mission is a good one, and we are going to stay true to it. Now, this particular artist, I've had the good fortune and the honor of having a cup of chai, or was it coffee, here locally. So it's great to see your work here, Burnish, and I love her profile picture, which is an AI generated one with I think 10 fingers. That was the time when AI could not get the fingers right on anything, So she kept that as a profile picture. But Burnish is an amazing artist, and not last year, maybe the year before, she had an amazing set of NFTs where you would essentially, if I'm summarizing here, but when you mint it, what you're doing is you're essentially funding her expedition to go take photographs of that particular theme or the topic or whatever. So it was very experiential in that regard, and interesting because it's not, here's a photo. It's like, buy this NFT and I'm going to go take the photos and then share with you. So it's very, very interesting. And I love those kind of interesting and innovative projects.
Well, it makes people part of the journey, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
and that's something that like traditional art, like in a gallery, like they're so detached sometimes from the actual, the people who purchase it or whatever, from the artist. But this is like a notch closer. It's kind of cool. This was my personal favorite within this curation. It just jumped out at me right away.
Yeah, this
it's haunting, with the fog.
Yeah, the perspective is great. I like the leading lines. Nice. It's an Iranian artist. The Bridge of Eternity. I wonder where this one is. I'm sure someone in the audience might know this. Oh, it's Isfahan. Okay, nice. Hey, look, I could be an art critic also, because Gleam Squad said I did not look at your comment, Gleam Squad, but I said the same thing, and so I feel like, okay, I know something here.
Yeah, confirmation.
This is great. Okay. Oh, wow. Turkey. This is a powerful image. This is an AI generated image. Interesting. What do we have now? Oh, here we go. Kafil. Love your work. This black and white stuff is great.
Yes,
This is interesting. Kafil is colorblind, fine art photographer specialized in black and white and infrared photography from India.
wow.
So
I love that this. Sorry, I love that this black, like the sky is darker than the trees, so it looks really surreal.
It feels like a negative.
Mm-hmm.
oh
Yes.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. So is black and white done in post, or do you actually shoot in black and white? Just
I
a
think
naive question. Sorry.
it's filter, black and white filter.
So on the camera itself, there's filter.
Well, there is, you can post like a black and white, but there it's done after the photo, I think, mostly.
Okay.
I
Colombia.
don't take enough pictures. I mean, you can do black and white film for sure, right? But
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think most people do it in post unless they're real purists now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the lines on this. So cool. They're like little clocks.
I love the straight lines there from the shadows.
Very, very nice. Shrine of Impossibility. This is also in Isfahan. Nice. Nice. All right, Johnny, are you ready?
Oh, that was mine. I think it
Oh,
were
that
up
was
with,
yours? Oh, yeah.
Anastasia.
Okay, Anastasia, are you ready? Wait,
Yes,
I want to
of
make
course.
sure. Wait, I'm not seeing red dots here. One second. One moment, please, Anastasia. I just want to make sure that I have not missed any of these. These are still a bit slow here. What's going on? What's going on? Sorry, Anastasia. Give me a second.
It's okay.
What time is it there for you?
Um, let's see. It's 11:46
And what time
for
do you
you.
have to wake up?
I need to wake up. I don't have like time for school early, so it's okay.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry to keep you up so late, but you're so good.
Oh no,
I
it's okay.
want to have you stick around. And all right, we got red dots across the board. Good, good, good. Okay. Time for another blue one.
Yes, please just wait a second because my computer is glitching a little bit.
No
Doesn't want
worries.
me to
Okay.
go.
Let's see if we've got
182. So that's my next.
182. Dear bearded. Dear bearded. All right. What we got? Whoa. Look at that red. This is a nice palette. Red and
Yes,
blue. And it's got the
for
same one we picked earlier.
yes,
So what do you say?
very like eye catching.
Yeah. Is red one of your favorite colors?
It is one. So yellow, purple, and red. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite colors.
That's
Yes.
cool. How would you describe your art?
Um, Sorry.
How would you describe your art? What do you like to draw? What do you like to create?
Oh,
What kind of art?
well, I like to create, mm, the things that catch person's eye. So that's also like creative and something eye-catching. And I also love vibrant colors and also like dark vibrant colors. So there's two type of color palette I like. And I also love to draw um, girls. I love to draw people, and I'm exploring my style right now. So I love big eyes. I love like more of like how do you say the texture in the art. So it looks like more of that painted, and all the strokes, all the details, and I'm really in love with details. So if the artwork is detailed, I really love it.
Yeah, Johnny, what's the most controversial art you've created?
Um, I did a few about like when the Supreme Court changed the abortion laws in the States.
Yeah.
So it's one with basically a baby being born in the front, and in the back you got the eight or the nine justices, and it's kind of a
Shoot me a link, and I'll pull it up here. That would be great to see your work.
really is this a PG-13 show or hold on?
Well, Anastasia is 14, so I think we are okay.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah, I mean it's about art, right?
It is.
So
Here, keep buying, and you'll get it in your DMs in a second.
yeah, another lady red horns. I love it. I don't think we should shy away from controversial topics. I think it's art, and people need to recognize that it's a reflection of humanity, and so these things are part of the human conversation.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
I really love Natalia's works. She has a really unique style, they're really beautiful. And I love this one too.
Yeah,
The,
it's
the
very
horse.
interesting. Where is Natalia from?
I think she's from like other countries, from Russia. So I
Yeah.
guess
Oh, whoa. Wow. Amazing.
he has an amazing style.
This is some incredible art.
Oh my goodness.
This is dog number 2.
Oh, wow.
There's 3 dogs at the office. This one's kind of a little too awkward to. He's
You seem to specialize in small dogs. So,
yeah. I'm trying to pick him up, but he's just a little too big. There you go.
oh,
Yeah,
what's his name?
This is Hunter,
Hunter.
but he doesn't hunt anything. It's totally inappropriate name. He's the laziest dog ever. All he does is grow fur and change oxygen into carbon dioxide.
Wow. All right. So I was just looking at Natalia's portfolio. This is some top-notch work here. I'm surprised I have not encountered Natalia's work before. I gotta go check out more. This is
Mhm.
great. Thank you for sharing that. That is great. Yeah. Natalia,
It's
I'm
really
gonna
cool
take
to
some
see that
time.
Vitruveo is attracting artists that are completely like that we've never seen too, right? They're not just the
Yes.
usual suspects coming up.
Yeah. But the usual suspects are extremely welcome. We love them, and yeah, we want to welcome. So we are now crafting. The strategy is very simple. First, build all the tools out that work with existing Web3 artists, because we don't want to be trying to do two things at once, which is introduce crypto and this. And the next phase of this that you're going to see is put crypto into the background completely. So we are just going to do everything based on email, etc. There's going to be crypto, of course, it's on the blockchain, etc. But we want to make it invisible, because that's the standard we have to adopt in order to get all the artists who are not yet here. We don't want to make crypto part of the conversation at all. We want to make it, this is a disruptive way to reach a larger audience. It's that simple. So if you've been, right now galleries are the gatekeepers, right, for IRL artists, right? So we also want to bring the galleries on board here, but we want to make it very simple. Focus on the art. The crypto does the technology. None of us go to Amazon and click a button and wonder what kind of database software they are using. Like, the thought never occurs to us. So why is in crypto that this technology is so much front and center? It's so much friction. We don't need it. So we're going to make it, you have an email, that's all you need. Everything else is taken care for you. Custodial wallet, you don't need your MetaMask and all of that kind of stuff. Just drop dead simple is what we are trying to do. I'm talking too much through this one, so it's kind of slow. Here's another Zach one. This is great.
I love this. I love the light. It's like it's in the back of her, So the backlighting and the cold lighting from the front, very beautiful.
Wow. It's a very, very, very interesting observation and analysis, Anastasia. This is, I somehow don't understand how you are this 14-year-old. If you should be in a different vibe, really, you're just amazing.
Thank you so much.
Oh, another Zach one here. Yeah,
Oh,
infrared. I like it.
very, very like like vibrant red. Love it.
I love this artist from Nigeria.
Hmm.
Ballpoint artist, does amazing work. The level of detail that you have to, the level of effort you have to put to get something like this from Ballpoint is just mind-boggling.
Yes, I love his art too. It does have a lot of, realistic and really um, creative artworks that I really love. So, yeah, very, very, very cool.
So you have some questions for you, Anastasia. Uh, are you thinking of majoring in art in college?
Yes, yes. I'm. I think um, I'll be into art and going to the university. So that's my. Would you say the majority, right? Yes.
Major,
So
yeah.
yeah.
And you, Tulan, just said it point blank what we are all thinking. So ask the question: are you an AI, Anastasia?
Yes. Hello. I'm a robot.
Uh, yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your questions. And I see so many beautiful comments there for Unique, for everyone. So it's really great community. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you so much, everyone, for coming.
yeah, absolutely. All right, now it's time to take a little bit of artist education about long-term income. So let's talk about that a little bit. So as I mentioned before, it's about 3 to 6 months before Vitru is truly liquid, where you can go cash in and immediately get your money and do that. So what do you do meanwhile? So I want to give you some strategies and some advice on what you should be doing with your Vitru from these sales right now. Um, I want to help educate artists on some of the techniques that are already prevalent in cryptocurrency to grow your wealth, because what we want to do is get away from this each sale, like just when's the next sale, when do I get my next money, and think long term. I want to really, like, Vitruveo is about helping you build long term wealth, or and a sustainable income. So uh, cryptocurrency, because it's programmable money, gives you an opportunity to do that fiat money cannot. So here are the few things you can do with Bitru. This first thing, I strongly discourage you from doing it, but I'm going to tell you how to do it anyway. So the first thing is you liquidate, you try and convert it, right? Now it's going to be challenging right now, as I said, because there's not enough liquidity. Plain and simple, there is not enough liquidity to sustain the amount of Vitru that's there. But how would you do it? Well, you would first go to wrap.vitruveo.xyz and you would wrap your Vitru. See, Vitru as a coin is a rebasing coin. What it means is there's compound interest on it, and no DEX or no centralized exchange can handle it. That's why we have wrapped Vitru. Now, what we've done with wrapped Vitru is we put a circuit breaker on there. We cannot have we cannot sustain, rather, everyone just dumping their Vitru and converting to USDC. So what there is a daily limit on how much can be wrapped, and then a per user per wallet limit on how much can be wrapped. And unfortunately, there are bots, and they just get through the whole quota immediately. It's usually um, uh, whenever the block number is evenly divisible by 17,280. That's when the counters reset. But if you go to wrap.vitruveo.xyz, you can see. Actually, I'll pull it up here so I can show you. Uh, it this tells you all the information. For example, it tells you whenever you're collected, it'll tell you which block number you are next eligible for. It tells you what the current price is, uh, how much is available for wrapping in an epoch. So an epoch means 1 day. So there's 5,000, and you can see that 4,996 is already done. So, and it tells you what your current period is. So once you wrap, you have to wait this many hours to do it, and this is how much Vitru you'll be able to wrap. So these are all the circuit breaker. It's there to make it easy and streamline and prevent everyone from dumping, because what's going to happen is that's just going to tank the price completely, and we don't want that. We want to make sure that by the time we get to the centralized exchanges, which is in the next 60 to 90 days, that we have a strong DEX performance to go with, because then when we enter the public markets, we can thrive, we can grow. And so if you want to liquidate right now, you're going to be very challenged. But if you do, it's also going to be at a low price. So you got to wait. Waiting is the best thing. We'll talk about that. So you will get USDC here. You can go to swap.vitruveo.xyz and swap that, and then you can bridge over your funds to Polygon, and from there you're fine. So this allows you to convert your sales to fiat, but like I said, I strongly discourage this right now. 3 to 6 months from now, go for it. Do it. But right now, don't do this. Right now, what you should do is some of these other strategies I'm going to talk about. So the first one is called rebasing. So the best thing about Vitruveo is if you do nothing, if you leave your Vitru to sit in your wallet, it's going to rebase and grow over 5 years, 5x, because the protocol, the blockchain has built in compound interest. So think about your savings account. When you put money in there, you do nothing and it gathers interest and it grows, right? So no other blockchain does this. In Vitruveo, if you leave your money in your Vitru wallet, it will grow over time. Now, our blockchain rebases are performance based. So that means you must hit a number of transactions every day in order to have a rebase. And the community decided that we want to reset that number to 10,000 transactions per day, which we are going to do within the next 30 days or so. And so then you're going to see rebases every day. You will literally see that number in your wallet grow without you doing anything. So that's one strategy, is to do nothing. The next strategy is staking. So staking is very common. When you stake, you basically say, here's my Vitru, lock it up, but for a certain amount of time, but when I get it back, it's going to be more. I want more. I want a reward and interest for it. So we currently have staking programs going on where you get 50% interest over 6 months, but we're introducing some new ones. And I said coming soon here. So this is as early as potentially tomorrow, but more likely next week. They are introducing some new staking programs. So you will be able to take your Vitru and stake it and earn more. So, and if you, for example, if you stake it for 6 months, that'll be about the time when the centralized exchanges we are listed, etc. So it's a perfect time to get your Vitru out and then go and trade it on a centralized exchange, etc. The next thing you can do is participate in the Vibe Creator Equity Pool. So as a blockchain for the community, led by the community, we felt it's important to give back to the community. So we are the only blockchain where we have 1 million Vibe tokens. Vibe stands for Vitruveo Income Building Engine. And if you hold one of those tokens, you're very lucky because they're almost gone now. It means you get a share of every bit of revenue that comes into the blockchain. It doesn't matter how the revenue comes in, forever, right? And you can track that. You can track that in Scope. So in fact, I saw a few comments here when we started. What was the number when we started? It was probably lower than this, but the number keeps going up. This is the revenue that's coming to the blockchain. And when you have these Vibe tokens, you're able to basically see what your income is, and you can go anytime and claim it. So your Vitru is going to grow by virtue of holding a Vibe token. Now, because the Vibe tokens are all mostly gone, they've created an equity pool. A pool is where you put in your Vitru, and now you get a share of all of that money that's coming into that pool. So that pool is almost ready. We're working on the smart contracts. We should finish them probably also in the next week. And then you'll be able to take your Vitru and deposit it into this pool. And now you get a share of income also. So those are some of the things you can do with for long-term income. And again, I'm encouraging you to think right now, you can try and liquidate, but you're not going to be able to get a lot of fiat out of it. The best thing for you to do is invest your money because from these sales, you're getting money right now. It'll be worth a lot more to you later on. And we have several calculators, etc., that help you understand how that goes. And if you can, which I will post those to Telegram so you can see those calculators, etc. But anyway, getting back to business here. Is it my turn now? Is it my turn to buy randomly?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's see here. Ooh, I like this. I like these colors. It's interesting. I'm gonna browse a few, guys, so don't feel you're seeing me sort of do what I do offline, live a little bit. Oh, you know what? We'll enable the filter also so we can see everything. I always try and find artists that I've never bought from before. I want to try. That is one of my goals, and my passion really is to be everyone's first collector. Oh, this is nice. This is like a little storybook here. I don't know if I've collected your work before. Lucrezia di Medici. I think I may have last week, but I love this artwork. It's very colorful. Dreams of Light.
Very, very colorful. I love
A
it.
digital artist based in Morimondo. Wow, a small village near Milan. Nice. Partial AI, Synesthetic is the name of the collection. So it's an illustration with partial AI. Ars longa vita brevis. Ancient Latin phrase which emphasizes the enduring nature of art compared to the brevity of human life. Wow, Lucrezia, you speak my language. This is amazing work of art, and I'm very happy to collect it. Oh, let's do this. All right, let's continue. Let's go. See, more and more are being consigned as I'm browsing, so we're always stuck on page one here. This is interesting. Zara.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yes, very beautiful. Is that physical or digital artwork?
Let's find out. It's an
Digital.
illustration, digital. Wow.
Very, very beautiful.
Zahra is an Iranian artist. In the quiet of the afternoon, I find myself alone, wrapped in the warm embrace of solitude. Johnny, we were talking about solitude earlier. A lot of artworks have that theme of solitude, and I think it speaks a little bit to the artist's
Persona.
lifestyle.
Yeah,
Obviously, right?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're outgoing people, but I think they're a lot in their own heads too. You know,
Yeah,
off like thinking about. I mean, I have art on my mind all day long. I mean, it kind of permeates everything I do. Anastasia's probably the same. Like you're doing other stuff, but you're thinking about imagery at the same
yeah,
time, or you're noticing things that could potentially become an illustration. But
yeah,
I think artists, yeah, I mean, a lot of them, even the ones that are loud, they seem to be kind of like introverts. You know, I would say there's more introverts among artists than like, extroverts for sure. I mean, I'm not basing this on anything, but just if you talk to people over time, even the ones who seem to be very expressive, they're awkward socially, or they feel awkward even though they don't look it. And I think, yeah, I think this thing of solitude is like a recurring theme for a lot of artists. Fuels a lot of art.
yeah.
So many beautiful artworks are actually consigned there.
Yes,
Love it so much. And love that in the search you can like choose which one you want. So animation, you want physical, you want digital, like photography, AI, no AI, So
yeah.
it's really awesome.
I like to search for random words also. So let's search for, I don't know, car.
Mhm.
What do you got? Interesting. I don't see many cars here. Why is? Oh, it is it? Oh, there's a car. So this is Gnocchi, the urban wreckage. I like that. We just collected from them while we are here. Let's do something else. Let's do beach. Hmm. They're
So
all sold. I know exactly what this is. I love this. Yeah. Oh, I guess Bernice. She's local, so yes, I know exactly what that is. That's kind of cool. Okay, Anastasia, give me a word to search for.
um dog.
Dog, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, why not? All right, we got some dog action here. Nice. Arnav Panda. I have not. I'm not familiar with this artist, so it looks like an illustrator. Nice. It's a cute one. Oh yeah, Arnav. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
Oh,
familiar.
I love this. It's so cute.
Okay.
It's like the
So
friendship.
I knew Arnav. I didn't know his last name was Panda. Okay. Now he's from New Delhi, India. All right. Nice. All right. Let's go. Okay.
Yee,
Another,
dog
another
out.
How about you give me a keyword, Johnny?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Go for technology. Let's see. Yeah.
technology. All right. Ooh, Vitruvian man. Nice.
Yes.
Oh man, I just collected from Lucretia, but look at this art. Ah, it's so colorful. I'm gonna be spending all day on there. Ah, all right. Let's go here. Uh, cannot help but collect the Vitruvian man.
You do you.
Yes. Oh wow, look at this. Now this is metadata. Whoa.
That's more than 15 minutes though, Nick.
Yeah, but it makes it more discoverable. But I don't know that we need that much. But yeah, how was this created? Is this all AI?
Could be.
Mhm.
Uh, it says partial
Yeah.
visual illustration.
Probably some editing in post.
Yeah, I like it, but I don't think it's fair value, so I'm gonna pass on it. I think it's a bit overpriced. Uh, I do that. I mean, as I've mentioned always, and I'm a budget collector. If I'm gonna pay high, it's gonna be for something that's really uh, mostly hand done because, or if it's AI, it was you can clearly see more work done on it. So I love this piece, but I feel it's slightly overpriced. So I feel also bad about doing that because I feel like I don't know if you guys watched that show Chopped, on Food Network, where
Yeah.
each round a chef gets chopped or whatever. I feel so terrible about doing that, but I have to be mindful also. So um, it's important. Pricing strategy is important, and you need
Mhm.
to price commensurate with your topic, your market. Also, you know, you have to have a sense of what the market is willing to bear.
Well, yeah, and if you break your own rules often, that then it kind of grow, like, other people can adjust their prices, and it kind of like it can escalate in a weird way quickly, right?
Yes, yes, yeah. Um, I know we have all these credits out there, etc., but we definitely don't want this to be a money grab from artists. We've seen that, and we have to block a lot of people. We've had to lower their vault limits, etc., because it's clear to us that the artwork that's presented and the price that's presented, we cannot correlate it. We cannot correlate it. Now, of course, the art is subjective, etc. You could have a scribble, and it could be worth $100,000 or $1 million. But then also there was a history that came with it, right? You didn't just plop into the world, and that's your first artwork. In order to justify that $1 million for your scribble, you have to have a body of work prior to that the world you know drew inspiration from, loved, and grew your reputation. So yeah, these are some amazing animations here. I do like this one. Why did I go to it and not collect it? I want to collect it. Yeah. And everyone has their own taste, everyone has their own limits, etc. But what I'm trying to do is make sure that artists are mindful of the fact that they are in a capitalistic environment here. It's a hyper competitive environment. You're not just competing with yourself. And I have seen too many Twitter posts of artists bemoaning, oh, my work doesn't sell, but my friend's art sells. Well, don't compare yourself to your friend, for one. And two, make sure that you listen to the market. When if you have artwork that is not selling, the market is telling you something very clearly. You need to listen to it. So you either approach it emotionally as like no one loves my art, or you approach it from a capitalistic standpoint and say that, okay, there's a market, there are buyers, there are styles, etc. I'm trying to fit. I'm trying to find a seller there. Where are my sellers? Do they exist? For example, I have seen people uh, with art of a very specific genre that's no one else has, and they have no sales. And what they haven't done is look at who is their potential buyer. It's not everybody. So if you have a niche buyer, then you're gonna have to deal with that and find that buyer. The other thing I see, which frankly drives me nuts, is I'm going to manifest a sale today. I'm like, no, you're not going to manifest a sale today. It's a process. Sales is a process. You have to go through the process of marketing your work, etc. Now, we're going to do that for you with Vitruveo, but I'm saying in the current market, manifesting a sale does not happen. All right, it's not a magic wand that you wave or whatever. You got to engineer it.
That's true. But in everyday kind of like, I'm on Twitter and you're just trying to kind of like spread the good vibes, like
Yeah,
that, it's common talk, right?
exactly.
But the realist in the back is saying like, yeah, maybe I have to adjust things, right? I have some pieces that basically I've kind of studied what other people sold in a similar style, and I kind of tailored the price for that. And then I got pieces where I'm just stubborn, and I put in so much work, and I just let it sit at that price, even though I know deep down it probably won't sell at that price. But it's just maybe it's an ego thing, but like I wouldn't do that for my whole collection. But I don't mind having kind of like a lost leader standing there at a high price. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Johnny, there's a difference between you as an artist having a secondary income, having the
True.
ability to do that,
Yeah.
and also someone whose primary income is from the sales. So if it's your primary income, then you need to educate yourself about what it's going to take to sell your artwork. It
Totally
doesn't
agree.
happen magically. This is a process that the world knows and understands very well. You have to do these steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order to sell your artwork. I see artists posting the artwork and immediately going to step 10, skipping everything in the middle and
Yeah.
expecting a sale. Not going to happen. Not going to happen at all.
Yeah. And there's like an analogy for that. Like when I played like varsity basketball in high school. And when I got to college, I showed up for the tryouts, but literally I'm like 5'8". There was literally at the tryouts 4 guys who were a foot taller than me and could do the stuff that I could do just as well, if not better, but they were a foot taller. So, I wasn't shocked. I was disappointed I wasn't selected, but it's kind of the same thing with art. If you don't have that notoriety yet and you're making kind of a piece of art that's in the same wheelhouse as a fellow artist, and they're selling it, like at a certain price, and you're trying to double that. I mean, that's it. Like you said, you have to be logical, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I picked up a few interesting ones here. Definitely lots of great stuff. Let's pick up one more and then go back to curations, and then we can wrap up our session for today. But thank you so much, guys, for taking the time. Ooh, this is so cute. This is interesting.
Oh, yeah, so cute.
Yeah,
Little Camelon. Camelon.
interesting. So, dev team, look, when I go back here, two things are happening. It's not removing the creator, and it's not going to the same page I was on. So we need to probably address the back button issue here. It's cool to do product development in public like this, where I'm telling the dev team what's wrong with it as we are talking about it. So I appreciate. Here we go. I love silhouettes. I just love silhouettes a lot. There are certain kind of artworks that are just like no brainer for me. I just go and grab them. This is nice. Very minimal. Okay. All right. Let's go back to curations. We do one curation each again, and then we'll call it a wrap. I think I don't know where I am in terms of that. We'll check it out later. But whose turn was it?
Not sure, actually. Was it you, Anastasia, or?
We'll let Anastasia have the last word, Johnny. So you go.
All right. Go for 147.
147. 147.
47.
Whoa, the other one was red. This is all blue. Ballpoint, nice.
Yeah.
This is so interesting. What is going on here?
Wow, I love it.
Yeah, these are all like highly conceptual, and I think that's what the curator was going for. I mean, I can't speak for what was in their head when they chose these pieces, but yeah, there was just like it's like high concept art for me, you know.
How do you draw this in such detail? Look at the texture of the skin, the hair, the wrinkles, the veins. Ah, wow,
Wow,
that detail is
it's so
amazing.
realistic.
Pencil,
Yeah,
pencil.
and we have BTS video there. It's
Let's
actually
watch
a
it.
great function on Vitruveo to watch this BTS videos, you know.
Yeah. Oh, there. It answers my question. Still, the level of talent needed is
Wow,
incredible.
all the pores and everything,
Oh,
the
Lord.
dots,
Wow.
the wrinkles.
Yeah,
Wow,
Anastasia loves details, so this is perfect for her.
wow, no details.
Yeah. Wow, wow, wow.
The highlight on the end. So,
All right. Southern Fried is threatening to have a party next week. I'm all in. Let's go. Bring the music also. Mm,
wow.
this is superb. This is superb. I love the BTS uh,
Mhm.
videos. This is definitely uh, an artwork that I want. This is a riff on the Apple device.
But the metadata worked because when you did a query for technology as a keyword, this piece came up, right?
Yeah, it did indeed. AR glass.
Very awesome piece. It's
Love it.
also ballpoint.
Yeah. I'll just have everyone know that in addition to BTS, if you go on that last tab when you're in studio, there is there is a, a field for you to upload AR artwork, so augmented reality, video or image, etc. We will be lighting that up soon. So we will be enabling the ability for to have a Vitruveo AR scanner. And so when you see an artwork, kind of like behind me, I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a QR code down here. So we always have a QR code, and when you scan that QR code, it's gonna pop up right in front of your eyes the
Mhm.
augmented reality content. So if you go ahead and provide that content right now, then once we enable it, your artwork will already have AR content. So think about AR content also for your artwork. It could be um, you know an animation of your artwork. It could be a video. If you do nude art, it could be that the artwork you consign has clothes, but the augmented reality is nude. Did that experiment with Igor, and it worked really well. So there are so many interesting things you can do. You can, for example, have a subject in your artwork that is young, but when you go to augmented reality, they are aged, they're old. Or you could have a state, right? They could be, I don't know, walking in dry in a desert, and the augmented reality is they are caught in monsoon or wet or some. You could do interesting things because it adds a new layer of dimension, uh, new dimension to your artwork. But that's built in. We just haven't. gi- We just don't have enough resources to do everything all at once. But gradually we roll out these features. So if you already have that feature, then when once people start using the scanner, your artwork will be visible um, with the AR. And we also have a code one We're not ready for that yet. But code allows you to put generative programming code, so your artwork can have well be alive with programming code. So interesting things are built into the platform. We haven't unlocked all of them, but the most interesting thing I'm going to demo tomorrow. So tomorrow, artists should not miss my live. It's at 10 a.m. PST, 5 p.m. UTC, because I'm going to demo a feature that is fundamentally going to change how you look at Web3 art. So I'll
Mhm.
leave it at that. A small teaser.
Let's go. Well,
This
I'm
is
so excited for all the changes in Virtuvia, and I'm so excited that we're like in the history of it, of the start of it, and we're building all of this, all the history of it, and I'm just so excited for that.
yes. So here, Cashflow King has an interesting question. Can you create a group account or other individual example for a group of students or a class of designers or a company account? So we have a different approach to it. Let me just answer that the question in the middle of this curation by. Uh, so uh, we think that creators are individuals. We don't want it to be a group account or anything like that. What we have enabled on here is a model very much like Shopify. It's in the works, but you're soon going to be able to go to Vitruveo search and just click a button and say create new marketplace. And when you create that new marketplace, you're going to be able to create a website for yourself or for a group of people. And in the metadata, we're going to add a new organization field. So it can be your school, your gallery, whatever. And all the artists who have that organization the same, you can filter your marketplace with just those. So your marketplace can be for your group of people, etc. Our goal is to have thousands of marketplaces. Usually you have one or two marketplaces on a blockchain. Our goal is like Shopify. Anyone can create a marketplace and put their graphics, put their content, everything on there, and make it really really beautiful. So that's how we're going to address the group issue. Is we, instead of having an account that's group, we allow you to aggregate multiple accounts into one marketplace. So I am not joking when I tell you folks that we have, like, literally I spent 2.5 hours every. I flew to Dubai and India so many times, each time like a 16 or 18 hour flight. All I'm doing is thinking about what is wrong, first principles thinking, how should it be fixed? And I have notebooks like this, copious notebooks like this, where I have ideas and ideas. That the number of innovative features we have in our backlog, it's gonna blow you away. Most marketplaces, they have incremental features. I like to think of it as they are trying to decide how to improve their horse-drawn carriage, whereas what we are doing is working on electric vehicles. That's the evolutionary leap we are taking in this. So we throw everything away that everyone's doing and saying, and that's the advantage of having our own blockchain. We don't like how something is, we just change it. We have the ability to change the protocol, guys. That we have our own cryptocurrency for creators. We have our own protocol. We can do whatever it feels right and needs to be right. We don't have to play by anyone else's rules. So uh, tomorrow, you are going to love the features we're going to show tomorrow. You are absolutely going to love them. I guarantee it. Because uh, I'll tell you, I have been waiting forever for the feature we are going to demo tomorrow. It's the one I'm most passionate about. So be sure to attend. You will not regret it. Oh wow, is this pencil, or I mean charcoal?
It
What
says
is it?
physical. Yeah.
Yes, charcoal colored pencils.
Wow,
Man,
that's fantastic.
yeah. I have a tremendous amount of respect for artists in all these developing countries that usually have equipment. Like in a lot of Western countries, I'm stereotyping here a little bit, but we have like modern equipment. We've got the best iPad and all that, and they probably have like several versions behind. And in some cases, they even just have a really old iPhone or whatever, and they do these amazing artworks on these tiny screens. huge respect. It's just
Yeah.
amazing. That's the human um, desire to create, no matter what barriers you face. Right? I love it.
Mhm. The passion that they have for the art, that no matter what they create, so
Yeah.
it's
And I know
really.
you got an iPad recently. How do you find that?
Oh, it's actually really fantastic. Yes, the most fantastic thing that I got an iPad from my savings from my NFT sales. So that's the main thing that I'm happy about. And that's the fact that I got a new iPad is really amazing because my old iPad was really glitching so much I couldn't draw basically. So I was so excited to get it, and I'm really happy with that now because I learn, I go to school on my iPad basically because I have an online school. So I draw, I do everything here.
Yeah.
So
Now, Johnny, you are Canvas, right? You work on Canvas,
Me?
physical.
It depends. Yeah, I mix everything. I actually work on kind of like cardstock, and
Oh,
I paint on cardstock, and then I print on it, and then I paint on top of that, and I kind of
wow.
do stuff in post. It's kind of
that is
become. I started like kind of wanting to be either just physical or digital, but I kind of gave up on that, and I kind of mix everything. But my preferred medium is actually grabbing. I mean, you can't see it right here, but I have. I'm at my office right now. You can't see them, but I have about 300 or 400 old National Geographic magazines that I inherited from like various uncles and stuff like that. And I like to cut out old articles from because it has that particular grain, those old prints, and that I
yeah.
scan those, and that's how I like to assemble most of my images for like political art. It's
That's
like
great.
mix old and new stuff together, you know.
Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, Anastasia, it's you. Last pick of the day.
Let's
Are
go,
you ready?
Anastasia. Close it out in style.
Yeah.
So one second, please. 1 second. 1 second.
Anastasia, one thing about you is you are extremely polite. You're so polite. It's amazing. Yeah, that's one thing I
Thank,
notice about you in spaces. You're always very, very polite.
thank you. Oh, so it will be 128.
128. Oh, there you go. Art Bella. Art Bella, yes.
Arbala. Arbala is actually an amazing artist. I love her artworks so much. She does a really creative AI artworks. That's her one of this the Vivienne.
This is
That's her.
badass. Sorry.
Yes. Oh,
This is great. Wow. Uh, I love Monica's work.
yes,
Let's
she's
start with that.
amazing.
Yeah.
She's she does have an amazing art, and she's a really great person.
Yeah.
So
Team, while that image was loading, we had a broken image thing here. We should probably have a load indicator here. So, as I said, fun building out the product live on video. This is, where is this? Uh, oh, it's just imagination. But it has a very Japanese feel to it. I don't know.
yes, it does. It does.
Dreamy.
She creates always a really beautiful collage artworks. So so it looks really fantastic. I like it.
Yeah. By the way, guys, in this panel, in addition to this, we also put a little note here uh, to help people understand that a lot of artists are under the mistaken impression that when you um, consign an artwork and it gets minted, that you're done. You can't do anything with that artwork anymore. And that's 100% wrong. You can keep monetizing that artwork again and again in different ways. And we're going to show you how. That's why there's a licensing feature in Studio. So this here tells you that the link will take you to more details and show you the legal agreement of what you're allowed and not allowed to do with your artwork. And this goes into tremendous detail about it. And specifically, it restricts things like commercial use, etc. So when you're picking out that license you want to use, be mindful and choose the license that you actually intend for the buyer to agree with. But by having your artwork consigned and then minted by someone, you're not giving up any rights to it. You are the artist and you have rights to it forever, and you can license it in thousands of other ways, which we are going to demonstrate to you in the coming months. All right. This is definitely a good pick here, uh, Anastasia. I like Cassandra's work also. I have a bunch of her work. Just
Me
love it.
too. Me too. Yeah. Very, very dark reds, very vibrant.
Yeah.
Love this.
I'm doing something terrible here. I'm going in random order, which means
You've
I
lost
better go
track.
in order because I get confused then what I do and what I didn't do. Melly.
Right at the end too. You're shooting from the hip.
Yeah. Turkey. So this is a full AI generated break of dawn. Hmm.
Love this.
So, artists are in some sense, at least the ones marketing, are quite um, how shall I say it, insightful about the 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 credits and all that. I can see people seeing that, okay, the limits are 550, so that includes the fees. So I should price my artwork at this much because then it's more likely that someone will buy it, etc. And you're absolutely right. You should be doing that. That's thinking about your market and thinking about the audience. You're being smart about pricing. Now, if you go and price your artwork at 551, you know that now you've entered a new right now on Vitruveo, you are now saying, I want to go with the buyer that has purchased VUSD, that doesn't have a credit, right? So we put it at 550 because of the fees, 2% fees, etc., which the buyer pays, the artists don't pay. So you have to do your math. And I see, I think a sanity has returned in pricing also as a result of that, because people are saying that, okay, if I want my work to sell, it needs to be priced below that threshold, which is good, because otherwise we were seeing outrageous pricing for all artworks, like which you go and look at the same artist's work on Ethereum and it's in the hundreds, and then you come here and it's in the thousands immediately. So that's, we can tell that that's not right. That's someone just doing a money grab. We don't want that. Oh wait, I said I would do it in order. I better stick with that. Uh, okay, so we are gonna go with Moon Paint.
Oh, Alexander. Alexander is actually an amazing, amazing photographer. I love all his photos, and he travels a lot, and he does really amazing, amazing photos. Love it so much.
He's a really great guy. Also, I had a chance to meet him at NFT NYC. Very
Mm-hmm.
nice. We took a selfie together.
Wow. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I try and take a selfie with as many artists as I meet in real life. So
We
and
need to take a selfie when we meet.
yeah, definitely. If I'm coming to Asia, I'm coming to Vietnam.
Oh, that would be awesome. Wow, it will be such a pleasure to meet you.
It will be my honor to meet you and your family also. This is great.
Thank you. So
So
yeah.
tell me about the origin of Soapy. I've always wondered that.
So actually, so the first collection, the Soapy Dogs. So this was like a really kind of simply style. So I draw eyes, the big eyes, and they were like shaped of um, like this, and they had bubbles inside,
Okay.
like the bleaks when you draw eyes, and it looked like soapy bubbles.
Okay.
So that's why I call them soapy.
Yeah,
And
I like it.
besides, it just sounds really cute and cool.
It's fun and nice, and I like it when I see your GMs. You say GM Soapy family. It's nice. What you're doing is something really important, and at your young age, you've mastered it. Which is as an artist, you need to basically build your own brand, your own persona.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
and that's gonna define you and separate you from everybody else. But I think a lot of artists don't take the time to think about what is their brand, what is their personality. Because remember, it's a very competitive space. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of artists, and you
Mhm.
want to stand out, and you want to do things that are unique and different, especially on social media. And they don't have to be huge efforts. It can be something very simple, like just how you say a certain phrase all the time. Consistency is key. You have to be consistent. You have to post regularly at the same time. Yeah, messaging is important. I like your personality too, Johnny. You have this irreverent humor. I love it. It's great. I recognize that as your brand.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, brand is actually really important for every artist because that's what you get recognized for your brand, for for the personality and for the art. So that's the things that's important when you build in something.
Yeah, it's hard to stay on message sometimes, but it really, you're right. It's absolutely necessary to like kind of, you can draw out of the line sometimes, but I think for the most part, people have to know what they're getting with you, you know?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I have gradually grown to like and appreciate the styles of some of these artists in the ecosystem. Where when I see them list an artwork, I don't even think. I just go and click buy immediately because I'm
Mm.
like, I know this artist, I like their work. I'm just gonna buy it always. So,
And I'll
but
bet some of those artists, even before you have time to read who did it, like you see the image, you know it's them.
exactly,
The
yeah.
iconic ones, yeah.
Yeah, and being human, I also go through I don't know if they are seasons but phases where like I love this kind of artwork right now. I'm just like liking that, and I collect a bunch of it, and then I'm like, okay, I'm bored with that part. Now I want to go with something
You have to
else.
set up, yeah. It's like a
Yeah,
song you play out. You have to
yeah,
be careful.
yeah. Then I'll
But you,
probably gravitate back to it
but you
some.
don't fight it though, right? If you really feel like indulging in like an artist, like you go for it, right? You just go with your gut.
Absolutely. Yeah, most of my like I spend 15 seconds on a buy decision usually. That's
Mm.
it.
So it
I,
hits you right away.
yeah, I look at the artwork and go, I love this, and then later on, once it's in my collection, I might go back and read and understand it better, etc. But my buy decisions are almost always 15 seconds or so.
Yeah, the first visceral reaction I think is almost always the right one.
Yeah,
But then, if you have a piece of art that you get like that, that right away it hits you. But then after that, like a fine wine, you notice all the little nuances. Those are my favorite, the ones that get me at first, and then they get me in the long run as well, kind of like on two levels.
all right, guys. I think we are on the last artwork for the day. Wow,
Wow,
this
it's
is
been
Ayaz.
a really great journey.
What time is it for you, Anastasia?
Uh,
It's
it's
tomorrow, right?
yeah, it's tomorrow.
It's
It's
tomorrow.
1 a.m. almost.
All right. No, I really like the stuff you curated. I mean, a lot of them I went to see. You picked them before I did, so I was like, it's like, oh, it's already blue. But you picked some really nice stuff.
Thank you so much. I really love your creations too. I have gone through some of yours. I didn't want to see all of this because I wanted to be like a little bit of surprise, but some
Yeah.
of them I wanted to take them like to
I
color this blue right away. But yeah,
no, I know how
but
you feel. I think we did a good job. We didn't waste Nick's money or anything. I think he got some good stuff today. It was a good haul, right, Nick?
It was a really good haul. We spent $25,000, just 5,000 over the limit here, and I am very proud to say that it is looking really, really good. I mean, we got some great art today. Look at the variety of it. It's just amazing. Um, yeah,
yeah,
and I'll tell you a secret. Um, um, I'll probably keep collecting for another 10 or 15 minutes after this is done because I saw some works that I'm interested in. So it's not over yet. But I'll end the stream, but I'll keep doing it. But this is a good haul here today. Thank you guys. This was super, super amazing. And Pam, Mike, amazing helpers, etc. But I feel like having artists on here adds a whole different layer of it. So what I'm going to do is maybe have them take turns and also join me along with the artists, etc. So we'll have Mike or Pam on next week with 2 or 3 artists. I think two is a good number. Two is a good number. Yeah, any
Yeah.
more than that, it becomes a little bit unmanageable for me. But also, you guys are so good on camera and keeping the conversation going. So I appreciate that.
Thanks for the opportunity. It was really cool, and it's really I've heard you before in Spaces, Anastasia, but I've never seen you face to face. So it was nice to meet you.
I have never
It's
seen
really
her face to face, also, and she,
No, I don't
so
know. In my head, she was 25 or something like that. I don't. So
So
kind of
thank
yeah,
shocked.
you so much. Thank you so much for this. It was really great. And yes, it was kind of, I was nervous, but now I'm just being myself. So yeah, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. And it was really nice meeting you, Johnny.
Same here.
Thank you so much, Nick, for doing this. And it was really amazing. Because I really felt like I was collecting all those artwork, and you have such a joy when you collect something, and all those beautiful artworks that Johnny created, that other artists created, and I curated. So it's really been
we have
fantastic.
curation of curations. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And yes, and also thank you so much for collecting my artworks. It's
absolutely.
it's really, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I'm just so excited to be here as a start of the Vitruveo and being in the history. Thank you.
Yep, we love you, Anastasia. You're a joy to spend time with on this. This was amazing. You're an asset to the whole ecosystem, Johnny. I like I said, I love your political speeches through art. And if you create something, I'm gonna be a collector. It's that simple as that.
Appreciate
Uh,
it. I'll only put my best on your platform. So
Appreciate that. And the curation spreadsheet we're going to keep it going because we have so many there. So next week, Southern Fried is one, and we're going to have a couple more artists, or at least one more artist. We'll see who will accept my invitation. I got rejected a couple times here, so no, they were busy. It's fine. Um, but yeah, we'll have some fun. We'll collect more, and I always like to have a new twist every week. So we'll mix it up a little bit. We may do something interesting. I'll keep it a surprise. Now, I just want to let you know that there's an interesting new feature. As I mentioned, I will be showing it tomorrow. Please take the time to show up for the live stream. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. UTC. If your time permits, see it. Otherwise, you can see it or in recording. But this is a joy. I tell you, of this is a lot of work, etc. But it's moments like this, being able to just get on here and just talk about art and share art with people, collect art, etc., and really get the whole ecosystem together. This is what these are the moments worth doing things for, working hard for. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate everyone in the community. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you again, same time. Well, a little later. We started earlier today for Anastasia. We'll do it at 10 a.m. Pacific time next Thursday. All right. See you all. Bye bye.
See
bye.
you.
Thank you
Bye.
very much.